All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, God. Oh, man. Waking up was a fun time this morning. Yes. Remember to take your vitamins. Do what you got to do this morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right.
I'm here, reaching far across these new frontiers.
Cody000 played I'm Here for 10 channel points.
Thank you for that here. Sorry, I'm just moving some stuff around. Okay, let me just get this to full screen. And let's see. Hello! Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome to the stream here, y'all. We're here. We are here. We are here, chat. We are here. The hype is real. The hype is real. We're close to this new era of the Switch 2. Good morning, everybody. How we all doing, everybody? How we all doing here? Welcome in, Ray. Welcome in, Cody. Welcome in, other Cody. Welcome in, Destin Hero. Welcome in, Tank Golds. You stay safe out there here. Muppet Jedi, thank you so much for that lurk. Welcome in, everybody here.
Say his name and he appears.
There's just so many Codys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause you love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Destined Hero 7 played I Believe in Joe Hendry for 500 channel points.
Thank you for that here, Hero. Welcome in. Let's get some shout outs out of the way. Of course, if you guys haven't followed our good friend Destin Hero, definitely give them some love. Definitely deserve all the love and support. Give our friend Ray some love as well. And also give our friend Tangle some love as well. Jack Black Steve from Smash. Oh God. That could happen. That actually is one of the things, like, you know, that could fucking happen. I've been waking up. I've been waking up here. It said 30's chance of a tornado sticking within 25 miles of here, 10%. Oh shit. Well, you be safe here. I'm sorry, I'm not really able to look at the Discord message right now since we're live now and we're doing this stuff. We're doing the stuff here, so we're doing this stuff. I should probably get this live. The new era is almost here indeed. Holy crud. Holy crud. Let me get some I got my fruit smoothie. So what I'm having for breakfast, what I'm having for oh yeah. I got my orange, I got my banana, and I got my starter fruit smoothie here. So, and I got my coffee. So we're awake. We're awake here. We're awake. Actually, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna see if I can fucking make this work. I'm gonna see if I can make this work here. I doubt it, but we're gonna try something here. I'm gonna see if we can make this work here. I got time. We're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna fucking do it here. Let me see if I can make this work here. Okay. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Chat, I think I got it. Okay, perfect. That works. Does that look good for y'all, chat? Does that look good for y'all? Does that look good for y'all? I just switched monitors and it's hard. 10 out of 10. Thank you. Thank you. I just switched over to my my ultra wide screen. I have y'all on my usual chat screen here, my smaller monitor, and I have the Nintendo Direct on the main monitor here. The main monitor. We got it here. Sorry, I'm just making sure, getting to the last minute team. But yeah, well, how are we feeling tonight? How are we feeling this morning, chat? How are we feeling this morning? See, Silverstone, thank you for that lurk and work here. Thank you for that work and lurk here. And some smoothie. I try to eat healthy here. And of course, if you guys haven't followed our mod and great friends, see Silverstone, definitely get some love with some more. I'm making a spinach egg. Oh hell yeah! Let's see what the current Oh, 3D Mario. Fucking 3D Mario. Yeah. Thank you for the poll. Thank you for the poll. Thank you for the poll here. And that is also our question. Well, our question of the day is like, what do you think about the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct? What will we talk about afterwards? Yeah, 3D Mario. Phoenix called me out because I retweeted the Nintendo Switch 2 thing, and I'm like, I'm gonna bust a nut if a new 3D Mario gets announced. And she was just like, she was like, 3D Mario of Animal Crossing. I'm like, dude, 3D Mario. It's not even a contest for me. It's 3D Mario. Like, honestly, it's gonna be the answer is 3D Mario for most of the questions you probably have for me here. Ooh, we got other. Yeah, if you got other, I want to know your others in the post in the chat here. Okay, now I know someone's just using their channel points. Someone's just using their channel points here. Yeah, someone is trolling. Which, you know, it wouldn't be a stream if we weren't somewhat trolling here. So, I know we're so close. We're so close, chat. We've been hyping this up for so long that it's finally here, and I can't wait to fight the scalpers to get this fucking console. I want a new Bomberman. Ooh, honestly, I'm not against a new Bomberman. Also, good morning, Fear. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody here. Oh my God. Also, will just give you guys a heads up right now. Any redeems that you guys do today, I will probably just refund your points. Just because with these Switch 2 Directs or with these Directs, I rather just focus on the Direct here. Final Fantasy IX Remake. There is a chance it can pop up here. There is a chance. Kendrick, drop Super Mario Galaxy free and my life is yours. As much as I love Mario Galaxy, and I would love a Mario Galaxy free, I just want a new Mario. I just rather them just make it brand new because I think it's good. Somebody said Super Mario Universe, like it's in the Galaxy fame, but it's like an open world, and I'm like, yes, I'm down. Twilight Princess HD, please. Even that is unrealistic. Even that is unrealistic. Nintendo's just like, you're just gonna get that at the most random fucking time here. Oh my God. Nintendo, just shut the fuck up. Alright, let me pause the music here. Let me pause the music here. Cause we got to get ready for this here, and I gotta turn this off here. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right, chat. We are literally 3 minutes away. Yeah, Nintendo just hates us. I mean, that is just a fact. Nintendo does just hate us. Like they do some weird Nintendo decisions that I just think is just fucking trolling at this point. This is fucking trolling. But welcome in, everybody. Good morning. Accidentally pinned a different. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Turn up the volume while I walk around. Yes, and I do have the volume. Let me know if once we actually get to the Direct. I have it halfway here. It might be loud for y'all. I have to go back and pin your YouTube. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries, dude. Man, someone's trolling with the others. Someone's trolling with the others here. We're 2 minutes away, chap. 2 minutes away. Here's the question: how many freakouts will I have this morning? How many moments where I'm gonna go, holy shit, or like, oh my God? That's the real question. I'm gonna say at least 2. I feel like there's gonna be 2. 3D Mario, I think is a given. I think even Mario Kart, like finally seeing it, will probably even fucking get me hype. Will the U Switch game finally drop? I fucking doubt it. As much as I want that to be a reality in this economy and also just Nintendo in general, I don't fucking see it happening at all. I don't see it happening. Oh my god. What a time to be alive, chat. What a time to be alive. I should probably turn on closed caps. Oh, closed captioning is not available. Oh well, we tried. We tried. Oh my god. We're almost here, chat. We are a minute away. I got the YouTube stream up. You know, I sound great. Y'all are coming from my chat here. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be fun. Or, you know, it's just going to be extremely disappointing. Oh, hear your shit. 60. We have a fucking countdown. Oh, shit. We have a countdown, chat. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go here. Let's fucking go. I can't type though. It's okay. I can never type. I can't even spell. Let's go. It's New Year's, baby. Let's go. It's like New Year's. It's like fucking New Year's Eve here. Oh my god. Alright. And it is just a 10-second delay, so that's perfect. Perfect. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, man. I'm going to have a busy day today, but it's going to be a good busy. It's going to be a good busy here, chat. It's going to be a good busy. It is going to be a good busy here. So, let's get this going. Let's get this going. All right. 3, 2, 1. The Switch 2. Holy shit, it's a new logo, chat. It's a fucking new logo. It's a new logo here. What the fuck? All right, here. Oh, okay, let me lower it down here. Oh man, is this a new opening? Volume is good, thank you. Nintendo Switch 2, okay, perfect. I'm just trying to make it. All right, here we go, chat. Mario Kart. We're starting with Mario Kart. Let's go. Is it going to be called Mario Kart 10? Mario Kart 9? Mario Kart Crossroads? Mario Kart Go Fuck Yourself? Let's see. Let's see. Let's go. We're starting off with a big... Look at him. There's the boy. That's the goal. Still not over that Charles Martinet's not Mario anymore. Ooh, Pauline's a character. Let's go. I really like the new art style. Fine, you're gonna get it. Finally get another one. It took over 10 years. It took over 10 years, but we finally got a new one. We got... Oh my god. Wait, that's from fucking 75mm? Let's go. Mario confirmed. Fuck, I had doubts. I had doubts that Mario was gonna get confirmed. Alright. Mario Kart 8 Ultra Deluxe. Oh my god, you can fucking race as a cow! Fucking game of the year right there. You can race as the goddamn cow from Moo Moo Meadows. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh shit, okay. Is there character-specific power-ups again? Oh, wow. This looks fucking awesome. Yeah, their outfits pretty. Mario Kart World. You know, fits. You could add the super.
Hello everyone.
Fuck.
I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
Nintendo Direct.
I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2. I'm Takuhiro Dota,
All
the
right.
director for Nintendo Switch 2.
All right, so hello.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki.
It does fit.
the
It does
hardware
fit.
design lead
100%.
for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Open world.
A brand new entry in the
There's
Mario Kart series is
not gonna lie,
launching
looking like a
exclusively on the
looking a
Nintendo
little
Switch
caked up
2
in those
system.
booty shorts. Just
Welcome
saying. Well,
to
they
this
call her
vast
Peach for a
world.
reason. They call her Peach for a
Kart races
reason
are
here,
held throughout
Sloth.
various regions that span the globe.
Fucking Airship Fortress is
Depending on
back.
the time
Let's
of day
fucking
and
go.
weather conditions,
Let's
the
fucking go.
atmosphere
I've been
will change.
begging for that fucking course to come back for years. Ooh, I like the UI.
And in this
Ah, the
Mario
babies
Kart
are back.
game,
It's okay.
you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Everywhere.
In the Classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Okay.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
Freak
With
you, bro.
24 drivers in
I'm
each
milk
race,
baby
the
Mario.
most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
You can even race at the Pianta. What the fuck?
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
I like the outfits.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way.
Multiple checkpoints.
If
Okay.
you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Ooh. Okay. So this is a new mode. Okay, I
Can
like
you make
it.
it all the way to the finish line?
Free
You can
roam.
also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Ooh. Does this mean we're gonna have like an adventure?
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
Oh fuck.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends.
Finally, Mario's taking a
And
pace from
even take photos
CTR.
together at
Mario's
different
taking a
locations.
pace from fucking CTR here. Let's fucking go. We live in an age where we got an open world Mario.
A brand new race across the entire world
We're
starts here.
we're fucking here.
Mario Kart World.
Oh, that is a cover art.
The game launches
It's a
on the
launch
same
title!
day as Nintendo
Fucking called
Switch
it!
2.
Okay, bingo. Okay, we do have a
More
bingo
details
card in
about
our
this title will be
Discord.
shared in an
Let's
upcoming
see,
Mario
let's see.
Kart World Direct.
Oh, and there's
So
another
be on the
direct.
lookout for
God.
more information
Oh shit!
in the
Right
future.
before my fucking actual job.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as
Chat,
Nintendo
you got a
Switch
bingo.
2.
You got a bingo spot. You got a bingo
We'll share more
spot.
details in the future,
Bingo
so we
card
hope
on the
you're looking
chat.
forward to
Bingo
it.
card on the Discord. Bingo card in the Discord. Let's fucking go.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, the
These
new
are Joy-Con
Joy-Cons?
2 controllers for Switch 2.
Oh man, they're just Joy-Con 2. Let's fucking go.
And on the right Joy-Con
Yeah, what's this
2,
fuck? What's that G button?
we've added a new
We've been.
C button.
What is this fucking C button? Everyone's been talking about it. What is it?
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
They're keeping the snap. Alone? Jesus. Okay, Nintendo, you don't have to rub it in. Yes.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
Together? Dude.
That was
It's communication. We finally have native voice chat in this fucking console. We have native. We have native fucking Switch. This is something that should have happened since the fucking Switch 1, but
Game
fuck
Chat,
it.
A new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, no, this is not. I doubt Discord's coming to Switch. At least Switch 2. At least this early on.
With
At least
feature,
this early on here.
You'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Should we follow you? Yeah? Okay.
While
I know, but
using
I can
the
see
Game
it one
Chat
day.
feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone.
Because there
built
is a
into the
microphone
system.
built in on the Switch 2. We noticed that like right away.
Let's keep going. Okay. So
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
look at this. Jump on here. All right, let's keep going. It's coming. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a.
When it's noisy around you, your voice will
Is there a
still come
delay?
through
Is there a
clearly,
delay with,
letting
like,
you
the-
chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a boat?
Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's so pink.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and
That's
family.
weird. It feels like there's like a like
If
no
you
like
open
the
the chat
the
menu
feed is
and
fine. It's
turn
just like
on
there's a
game screen
delay in
sharing,
the actual like commercial,
There we go.
which is like that's a
You
weird
can also share
oversight.
your game screen.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really? They can do that?
Can do it? You guys are just
So many trolls now. How there's so many trolls?
Shoot. Oh, he
Oh God, the kids are finally gonna get waken up to the trolls of the internet.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
He said something about getting hit by a butthole. I'm gonna say that stinks. Hey, bada bing. Bada bing here.
Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're in a star.
Oh, yeah, she can catch. I mean, this is kind of. I mean, this should have been a feature a while ago, but I'm glad that we finally are getting it.
Your game screen.
I'm sure you have to be friends with that. Yeah, that's true. You gotta be friends with people to call you slurs. Oh my God. Nintendo finally in the 21st century. You could tell people crap. I don't know what the fuck. There's jokes here. Oh, also, by the way, this is a bingo card entry that PS5 create like editing software. I'm counting that. So you got 2 spots. You got 2 spots, baby.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
You need to be friends to call them slurs.
Oh, yo, that's it.
I like your pose, Meeks.
I mean,
on the right Joy-Con 2 controller,
I've been around enough fucking voice chats.
With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
I've been around enough. I've been around enough fucking voice chats here.
I'll be right back, yeah?
Okay, sure.
Oh man, you gotta love the awkwardness.
You can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And
oh, we got a camera?
By connecting this camera
Can
to
we
the
stream
system,
too? Yeah, that is a good question.
Hey!
I called it being for chatting.
Yo, yeah.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
You can appear on screen and video
Okay.
chat while playing a game.
Yeah, this is. I mean, this is cool. I'm not like excited about it, but it's cool. Please give us streaming software built in. I feel like it has to at this point if they're going this far off, you know?
I bet you like
Can
that.
you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which
Please
use
look
your
forward
camera
to
feed
it.
like this.
Oh,
okay.
No, wait. No,
Oh man,
left.
you gotta love the awkwardness of this fucking.
Using game chat. Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out. As
Yeah,
if you
this
were
is cool.
together in the
This
same
is
room.
cool. It's just like.
Play together or compete in online multiplayer games.
I don't know if I'm actually gonna use it as much, but it is a
Chat
cool
while
feature
playing
to
your
have.
personal favorites. Decide your
Oh man,
own
yeah,
rules
Super
for
Mario
adventure
World.
game
Remember we streamed that game. Get Charlie to
Or
join. I
hold a
doubt she will
sports
join me.
competition between families.
I love how in a
All
lot of
together,
these games there's just Switch
anytime,
1 games.
Anywhere.
Now I can directly talk shit to
Game chat.
T-Roy on Mario Kart after he called me a bitch that one time. Do it. It's cool, but just shit.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
100%.
In
Ray.
developing Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends.
Including family
Almost
and
as
friends.
if you're all playing together in the same place.
Dude, this shit would have took off in
The
COVID.
camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
Oh, that's good to know, chat. The camera.
A Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required. To
Oh
use Game
man,
Chat.
I thought I didn't have to have an online membership. Like
Since
this
we'd
is all
as
something
many
like
people as
we
possible
know.
to experience Game Chat.
It's just like,
it
yeah.
will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it out.
Wait, March 3rd. Oh, 31st, 2026. I was like, oh shit, is this a console dropping? I'm like, wait, no.
And different settings.
Yeah,
can be
it's so
adjusted.
separate.
For example, whether parental permission is always required.
And also my
when a
question
child
is, like,
wants to
can you use
Game Chat to
others?
play with their friends.
I feel you might be able to use others, but who the fuck knows?
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends.
Yeah, we're still gonna be
Nintendo
dealing with
Switch, even if
until
you
the
just
day
have
we
one
die,
game,
basically.
you
You know,
can
because we
pass
live in a
the Joy-Con
capitalism
controller
of
to a
hell.
friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game.
Also,
With
how's the
Game
audio
Chat.
sounding, chat? You
As
guys
shown
can hear the
here,
direct and
even
hear me
games that
fine.
require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With
Oh, there's Game
you
Share.
can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2.
Holy
or
shit!
a Nintendo Switch system.
This is
You can share a
awesome.
game with up
We
to
haven't
3
had
other
this since the
systems at a
fucking
time.
3DS era.
GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via GameShare.
Okay, this is really
which we
that.
showed
This
earlier.
is fucking cool.
GameShare can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles.
This is really
starting with a
fucking
free
cool.
Update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. Game share support
Okay,
is also planned
okay.
for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next,
Okay, there's
we'd like to
definitely
show you
there's
the
definitely a
Nintendo
delay
Switch
here.
2
Give me a
system
second.
itself.
I'm just I'm refreshing
take
my
a look.
page. Sorry, I'm refreshing my page because it's just.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the
I
same.
think it's actually just the stream itself, chat, because there's definitely some hardcore
With
lag.
approximately double the pixels compared to
Oh
Switch,
man, they just
you
probably
can enjoy
can't handle
games
all the
in greater
people.
detail on the double the pixels compared
Oh my
to
god!
Switch. You can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Okay, so we got a 1080p screen. Oh shit, we have 120 frames per
The
second?
screen supports up to 120 frames per second.
What games?
Allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
I can play Super Mario Wonder in fucking Vivid LCD. Yep,
The LCD screen is more vivid
I called.
and supports HDR.
Yeah, HDR.
Providing more contrast between light
Supported
and dark
title,
areas
bro.
of
Let's
the
go,
images.
Wonder. Yeah, I don't see that many games running at
The
120
all-new
frames per second.
Joy-Con 2 controllers
I do
connect
not see that many.
magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Bruh.
The SL
Hell yeah.
and SR buttons
Honestly,
are
that's a
bigger for
fucking
greater
that's a
comfort
fucking
and
needed.
control
Those
when
buttons
playing
were
with
so
the
small,
Joy-Con
man.
2 held horizontally.
He got the sign sprite shirt. He got it, baby. He got it. I'm
The
very
left and
excited for
right
the outfits
sticks
in
are
Mario
now
Kart
larger.
World. Mouse controls. Use it on a leg. Use it on a leg.
Each
Damn it.
Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse.
I
to
wanted
play with
to use it on a
compatible
body
games.
part, and it's
Both
just
the
like
left and right
like
Joy-Con 2
it's just be
support
funny
mouse
as fuck.
controls. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Oh, this might actually be $500, chat.
It has
Just
a
call it.
built-in
This actually
microphone,
might
so
hit
you can voice chat
500.
with friends anytime via game chat.
Gonna goon use it. I know, like, just,
It
'cause
also
let's face
uses
it, you're gonna
noise
play the
canceling
fucking Switch
technology
hit
to
like
filter
this.
sounds,
Let's
so
fucking
your
be
voice
real.
will come through clearly.
I camped tight this morning.
Even
Yeah,
if you don't
I
have a
honestly think
surround sound
$4.99 is
system,
actually probably
games can be
happening.
enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional
Because
sound.
this
as
is
if
actually
coming
becoming a
from
little
all
bit
around
more
you.
than I even expected. I'm like, oh shit. Like, granted, I expected an LCD screen, not an OLED. I mean, again, we
Place
still
your
got
Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large,
we still got
sturdy
almost about
stand.
40 minutes left of.
You can move
Yeah,
it
it's
freely,
really gonna
like this.
depend on games. Mario Kart World is a good, strong contender. Mario Kart World is a good
In addition
contender
to the
here.
USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Okay, that's cool.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage.
That still doesn't
8
mean
times
shit,
that
but
of
you know,
Nintendo Switch
we'll
for storing
take
your
it.
Game downloads, save data.
I mean, here's the
and
thing:
more.
500 is going to be a hard sell
Reading and
regardless.
writing data is also faster.
Because then you're comparing it to the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect
Yeah,
to your
8Ks
TV
instead
and
of
enable
4,
up
I
to
know.
4K resolution for compatible
Oh
games.
shit, 4K.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Oh shit, we got Oh shit, we got widescreen. We got 4K, baby. Let's go. Yo, built-in Ethernet support. Let's go.
The Nintendo
I actually
Switch
think this
2
is gonna
dock
hit
has a built-in
500.
fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
'Cause this is a little bit more of a beefier machine than I even expected from Nintendo.
On
No
Nintendo
worries here,
Switch
Phoenix.
2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Good morning, by the way.
As well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
This is something here.
As you just saw,
Let me go port my
Nintendo
digital
Switch
games on
2
Switch
isn't
2. Let's
simple
go.
and improved
Let's
the
fucking
Nintendo
go.
Switch.
Let's
We
go,
redesigned
chat.
the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features.
I want to know more
And
about this
to
fucking
help
mouse.
players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing
Show me, yeah.
this game.
This game. Oh shit.
Mr. Kawamoto.
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself.
Oh.
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
This better be a.
Exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
It better be a fucking built-in game, Troy. I think that the delay is because we're.
I'm standing over here.
Oh,
Okay,
overlay the
everyone,
voice. That
join
makes
me
sense.
Inside the game.
What in
There
the
are a lot of
fuck?
question mark icons here.
Dude, this
Let's
is giving me
examine
PlayStation Home vibes.
This sign reads,
Oh, that's what
are
you're
the
saying. My
magnets?"
bad, Ray.
The Joy-Con 2 controllers attached to the system with magnets.
Yeah, this seems
And
like a
those
built-in
magnets are
title.
inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal. So that's how they attach to
Yeah,
the
we're not
system.
finding out the price until the very end, Phoenix.
A
There's
magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
no, you're all good. iPad probably autocorrects shit. No, you're all good here.
Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim
It's
for the
definitely
cup
in
by
between
rotating
400
the Joy-Con
500.
2. By combining
I'm
the
saying
mouse
it
controls
can
and
be.
gyroscopes,
I
things
actually
like
think
this
it
are
could be
possible.
450.
There are
You also
secrets
got to
to
keep in
discover,
mind,
even as
unfortunately,
you're playing
tariffs
minigames
are
and
now
tech
becoming a
demos.
thing, so
Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system.
I'm gonna try to buy
tiny
this.
details you might not
Hence
notice
my
until they're
fun.
pointed out.
With, by the way,
There are
chat, I do have a
plenty.
Switch 2 fund if you guys haven't noticed.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day
Boom!
as
What?
Nintendo
This should
Switch
just
2.
be a built-in
So please
title.
check it
Fuck
out
you,
if you're interested.
Nintendo.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
It's
the
the
same
fucking
shape
1-2
as Nintendo
Switch.
Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds.
It's now red. Oh,
Next
just
up
YouTube that
is
shit
additional
later.
storage.
Yeah.
Switch 2 will only work
naive
with micro
people?
SD express cards.
Okay, so we can do express cards still.
They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
I think I have an. That's my SD card.
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Oh fuck! I might have to buy a new SD, which is
Additionally,
fine.
To transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log
I mean,
into your Nintendo
that is
account
true.
to use the system transfer feature. With this feature, you
I know
can
it is a
transfer
boo.
save
I
data,
was expecting
digital
it. It still
games,
sucks.
and
It
more.
still sucks, but I was expecting it.
We're
Yeah,
also
like it does make
releasing
sense,
a
but
new
yeah.
Pro controller. It has a C
Ooh.
button, which launches game chat, and on the back there are new GL
Ooh, there's
and GR
grip
buttons,
buttons
which
now.
you can use to assign existing button controls.
Oh, there's a headphone jack, chat.
In addition,
There's a
an
headphone
audio
jack.
has been added.
Cause the Switch Pro controller
We've
doesn't
introduced
have
a
it.
few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There
It's
will
gonna go
also
live,
be
baby.
an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development.
Yeah, the Pro
of
controller I'm
Nintendo
probably
Switch
gonna get
2.
day
We
one.
hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
Oh shit. June.
Nintendo Switch 2
June
launches on
5th
June
gets
5th.
fucked. Let's
We're
go.
very much looking forward to the day when you all get to
Let's
experience
go.
it, so please wait just a bit longer.
Now, broadly speaking,
Give me the fucking
on
games,
Nintendo
dude.
Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games.
Then okay.
The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2.
Yes. Yeah.
The
It's probably gonna be
second
next
type is
week.
compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
Here we go. Nintendo Switch 2 edition
games
games.
are the third type.
Let's find out about this shit.
Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like
$10
improved
Breath of the
visuals,
Wild.
unique ways to play
It's gonna
on
be
Switch
it's gonna be
2,
Breath of the Wild that
and
they're
more.
gonna show it again.
Now,
Oh,
I'd
whoa.
like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Was
of
not
Super Mario
expecting
Party Jamboree.
Jamboree.
Please take a look.
Please take a look. Because there's a new
Super Mario
mode.
Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
The upgrade expands on the base game and
It
adds new
expands on the
features,
base game.
including mouse controls.
There is a good chance now Smash Ultimate
Audio
can get an
recognition.
expansion now.
More expressive
Oh, they
rumble,
totally developed this with the Switch 2 in mind.
and gameplay that uses a camera accessory. All of which can be
What the
accessed on
fuck
Switch
is
2.
this?
Let's check out 3 new and updated modes.
Yeah, I would honestly, if you don't have it on Switch, just
First
wait to
up
get it on
is
Switch
Mario
2.
Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the
Freaking
festivities.
Buttermate, I would
You'll be
never
able to
use
see
this.
Each other's faces as you play, so
I would
you can
like.
experience
I
all
already
the
have to have my
reactions and
nanny the
emotions
fuck.
in
I know
real
this is
time.
so weird.
Or 4 friends can take the party online.
No, I don't think you're gonna buy this
Bowser
again. It's just
Live,
gonna be
a
like,
mode where the
if
live
you have the
team
game,
wins.
you probably just have to buy.
Bowser
Like,
will
it's
bring
kind of
you
like
on
how the
stage
PS5 is. Like, you
Hit
might
blocks
buy,
to collect
just
those
have to
points.
spend an extra $5-10 for the
Guide
Switch
an
2
RC car with
upgrade.
your voice. Go. And compete in other mini games using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the
Also,
safety
I
bar
also
lowered
predict
and
that
secure,
a selling
You're
feature
off.
for the selling feature for the
use mouse
Nintendo
controls to
Switch
shoot down
Online
enemies
will be
while you
this.
feel the bumps and rumbles
Because they're
of the
probably
coaster.
gonna bump the price of the online, and this is how they're gonna justify it.
When you enter a pipe, a mini game will begin. There's a
Oh my god, this is some
game where 2
Astro
players
Bot
each
shit.
Control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint
Yeah,
and
Discord
quickly tag objects.
I really
Enjoy
want to
the
know how many
thrill
people
of
are
these
actually gonna
intuitive
use the capture
mini-games.
shit.
How quickly can you reach the station? From mini games that
Angry
use a
Video Game
camera
Nerd versus Got the Wild
the
Mario
built-in
Party Battle.
microphone,
Will Angry Video Game
mouse
Nerd even
controls,
fucking play it?
and Rumble. The biggest
Cause
party
James
yet
doesn't seem
is
like a
getting
guy who
even
actually plays
bigger.
modern games.
Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
They're all playing a
plus
different game, we
Jamboree
all-
TV launches on Nintendo
Oh my
Switch
God.
2, July 24th.
See, yeah,
Nintendo
upgrade
Switch
pack.
2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 edition
How much-
plus Jamboree TV
how much is it?
by purchasing an upgrade pack.
How much is the upgrade pack?
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience.
Low key,
where
this
you can
pissed me
see
off.
each
I
other's
mean, it's
reactions
just
while
this is
playing.
the industry. Cause I mean,
Let's
Sony and
continue
Microsoft
presenting
does
some
the
more
same
Nintendo
thing.
Switch 2 edition games.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. I call. Oh, fucking Breath of the Wild and
Nintendo Switch 2
Tears.
editions of The Legend of Zelda
Okay,
Breath of the
I
Wild
thought it was only
and
gonna
The
be
Legend of
one for
Zelda
right
Tears
now.
Of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant.
Fuck, I might actually get
so
the
you
Tears
can
one
play
just so I can
smoother,
replay it.
Higher definition graphics. Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule.
We get
using
Zelda's
Zelda
notes.
This new feature
Oh,
can
the
be accessed
fucking
via
app.
the Nintendo Switch app on
Boo.
smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of
Glad I
these
sold my
titles.
copy of them to my local
For
store
example,
earlier this year because
it
the
can help
volume
guide you
are
to
about to
various
drop.
locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating.
I mean, I don't know.
Proceed
Nintendo games hold their value. Are wider too. Oh my God, Sloth.
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to
Okay, this
create
is
in
kind of
their
cool.
game.
I hate we have to use the app, but this is kind of cool. This is honestly kind of on par with what I expected.
We hope these features will make your
I didn't
adventures
really
even
fuck
more
with Breath of the
enjoyable.
Wild, just struggling to get into them despite each of them 20-30 hour. Yeah, it's not bad. Ooh, Kirby and Forgotten
In
Lands
Kirby
getting
and the
content.
Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch
Yeah, let's
2
go. An
edition,
excuse to
along with
replay this game, I'm
improved
down.
graphics and frame rates.
I've never been a Zelda kid. They're probably saving the new
This story
titles
takes
for
place
later.
in the Forgotten Land,
You got to
after
keep in mind,
being
we still
struck
got
by
about
a
30 minutes
powerful
left of this
meteor
fucker.
that's causing some mysterious changes.
That's still plenty of time for new shit.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
Yes. Please play Forgotten Lands, chat.
Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah,
and on
Switch 2
will have both
edition,
a
let's
Nintendo
fucking
Switch
go.
And a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
God, this game looks so fucking hot. There we go. Now this
In addition
is.
to standard controls,
Now
you can
chat.
use mouse
Now we're
controls
gaming.
For intuitive gameplay on
I want
Switch
to
2.
try a new Kirby. Is this good intro
Plus,
game
you
chat?
can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD.
Oh
at
shit!
120
We
frames
can
per
do
second.
120 frames on this
Choose
bitch.
from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on
Oh,
your
this
preference
okay. I
and
fuck with
playstyle.
this. And we got
Plus,
Pokemon Legends. Okay.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which
I
is
never
scheduled
played it,
to
but I
launch
love
later
Kirby and
this
Smash.
year,
I think you will
not
like
only
Forgotten
receive
Lands.
A Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2,
This is kind of
you
what I
can enjoy your
predicted, so
adventure
you know
in
I'm
Linear
not
City
mad.
with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Yeah, does Mario watch it? Mario Wonder does not. Get
The
fucked.
Nintendo
Mario
Switch 2
Wonder
edition
does
games
not.
you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions.
Okay.
And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game,
I'm kind of surprised
you
no
can play
Mario
the
Wonder,
Nintendo
but at the
Switch
same
2
time,
edition
like
by
the games that
purchasing
they
an upgrade pack.
this makes sense.
We hope you're looking forward
Yeah.
to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Odyssey
Next,
Deluxe.
I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with
Oh,
the
shit.
Joy-Con 2 controller.
Oh shit! Brand new game with.
Please take a look.
Here, yeah, they're gonna launch a new one. What is this mouse game? What is this mouse game? What is this mouse game? Oh man, yeah! Wheelchair action! Let's fucking go! Oh wait. Wait, what? Dragon Drive! Dragon Drive! No thanks. Tater, welcome in. I mean, this is definitely a cool tech demo. NBA wish they could. Okay, I'm not trying to be that person, but is this like offensive? I do feel like it is almost. It's on that line. It is on that line here. This feels like the arms of the Switch, which means arms is officially dead, chat. Arms is officially dead. We didn't get legs. My eyes are like low-key bugging out of my head. This just doesn't feel right. I think it's mostly... Here's the thing that doesn't feel... The art style's kind of weird. It's really the art style for me. Because I'm like, this is kind of bland for Nintendo.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves.
Yeah, Summer. Which
We
makes
hope you're
sense.
looking forward to a new twist on
It's gonna
3-on-3
cost... No,
matches
it's not
using
gonna
dual
cost
mouse
$7.99. If it's more than 500, honestly,
Next, here
it's
are
a
some games from
misstep.
our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo
Elden
Switch
Ring.
2.
Elden Ring's coming, baby. Fucking called it, bitches! It's the Skyrim. It's the Skyrim of this fucking generation.
This world is in
I don't think the handicap can do a 360 air. You haven't seen it, Ray. You, yeah, I mean, we all had a feeling, because it's just like, it would be a slam dunk. Elden Ring, it's going to be the Ultimate Edition. You get the DLC and the new online expansion that's coming.
No doubt you will become Elden Lord.
All right, we got 30. Tell me I'm mailingless again. Tarnish Edition. Let's go.
Hey,
I hope they
I'm
don't
Greg
put a...
Kasavin from Supergiant Games. Here to say
Ooh,
that
Hades 2
is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, that was
Our
predicted.
first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out
Has
to
anyone played
vanquish
the
the
early
sinister
access to this?
titan
Because this
of
is
time.
really good. Yeah,
The
now we're
battle
getting to
beyond
the
the worlds
banners.
and ends of the earth.
Now we're getting to the
Getting
banners,
dozens
chat.
of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly
Yeah, this
pick up and
the
play whether
Hades
you're
one
experienced
slapped
with
on
the original
Switch
or not.
one.
Look for
We
more
got a
about
few
Hades
minutes.
2
We got
later this year.
like less than 30 minutes. Capcom, Street Fighter 6, Devil May Cry 5, Resident Evil. Yes, Street Fighter 6. Even though I have it on Xbox. Oh shit, yeah.
ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1, 2
Fighters Edition. Fuck, I might even buy this again just so I have it physical. There's fucking amiibo? Oh yes. Oh my god, that opened a door. That fucking opened a door for my collecting ass.
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link.
Wait, are we getting Astral Jane too?
Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted,
Give me some video footage. I would
be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for
Fantasy
sale.
Star Online?
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome!
This planet will
Yeah, I don't know
be
what the fuck this
ours.
game is, chat.
The sovereign axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that
Yeah,
was
no,
created
is this
to
Devil
destroy
Ex
all
Machina, that fucking game?
Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
Oh, Hades 2. The early access is phenomenal, Ray. It's
All children, bring hope to our lives.
who's playing this fucking game? Oh, hey.
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight.
Split Fiction. That makes
I'm
sense.
super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Neo,
Friendship.
who writes sci-fi,
I should
and
know.
Zoe,
Yeah.
who writes fantasy. Together,
Without
you
the
get trapped in
big
their
ass
own
chaos
stories,
monster,
and it's up to
Chow
you and a
monster.
friend to help them break free.
I still need to play this. This
Let me
is still
tell
a
you
game
this,
I'm planning on
if you like
streaming
It
at some
Takes
point
Two,
this year,
you're
chat.
gonna love this one, trust me. And of course,
I know this
you'll
is
be
going to be a
able
game
play
that's
Split
easily a
Fiction
game
on
of the
the
year
day
contender for
Switch
me.
2 launches.
Oh my god, we're getting a sports game
We're
again.
bringing fans together across the world.
Oh, it's
both
just
on
well,
the
stop.
pitch and
Oh
on
fuck,
the
Madden's
field.
coming back.
We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform.
Wow, EA's actually
It's
giving
in the
fucking Nintendo again.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software.
Okay, cool.
We are bringing
I mean, that
Hogwarts
makes
Legacy
sense.
to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be
These are like
immersed
the
in a
titles I
Wizarding
were
world like never
expecting.
before.
You know, like
And the new mouse controls on Switch 2
Yeah.
give you even more ways to experience the adventure.
I mean, I
Discover
don't
the
fucking care
enhanced
for this
magic
game,
when
but you
Hogwarts
know.
Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Oh, it's a launch title. Yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. Now the real gamer shit. This is the real gamer shit. Elden Ring at home. Yeah, just play Elden Ring. It's a better game. Oh yeah, let's go. This is our first Xbox game, technically, by the way, chat, because Activision's owned by Microsoft. I mean, you gotta keep in mind, we're still like 20 minutes. 20 minutes of... There's a SpongeBob course? Oh, shit.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive.
Hitman, okay.
We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47
I mean,
does
yeah,
everything he can
it's
to
hard for me to
accomplish
give
his
an opinion until we see the whole thing.
And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination.
Is that Willem Dafoe's brother? Oh my god.
Our
Dude, I
era-spanning
love
game will
SpongeBob.
release
Don't
on the
fucking
same
doubt
day
on the
as Switch
SpongeBob. I'm
2.
down for SpongeBob and fucking...
Plus, we are
Also,
excited
okay.
to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Oh, James Bond? Oh shit, are we gonna find out about the James Bond game? Cause they're making the James Bond game. Holy shit, I was not expecting to hear the James Bond game here.
James.
Oh.
The world's favorite
It's
spy
just
is
confirming
coming
it.
to Nintendo
It's
Switch
coming.
2,
Okay,
so
that's...
stay
Damn it, that's so disappointing. Square Enix. Wait, is this...
The story of
Holy
a
shit!
shadow that never fades.
Oh,
is
wait, is this...
reborn.
Final Fantasy IX?
Bravely Default.
Oh, Bravely Default, okay.
Remastered in high definition,
Okay, that's cool.
featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of
I was kind of
endless
predicting like Bravely
Change
Default
and
coming back in
customize
some form
jobs
again.
to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with
For a second, I thought it looked. I had some Final Fantasy IX
and all
vibes.
new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster.
Oh, it's the first
Set for
game.
Luxembourg as a warrior of
Oh, it's a
light
launch
once
title
more.
too. Oh fuck! Yakuza is coming to the Switch. Director's cut. What the fuck? What else do you have? The game's 10 years old. What's new? What's gonna make me buy this game again? Newly added cutscenes. Yeah.
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo.
Yeah,
Please
let me
take a look.
give me the first party titles. Wait, what? Zelda? Is this our Zelda theme?
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined
Wait,
hands
are we
with
getting
the
a sequel to Age of
Hylians who dwelled on
Calamity?
the surface. Their union led to a great and
Oh, we're getting the Tears of the Kingdom Hyrule Warriors game. Let's fucking go.
a terrible evil arose.
Let's go, bitch. I heard nothing but great things about Age of Calamity, so I'm actually kind of excited for
A war was
this.
fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the
I'm
imprisonment
counting
war.
this as a third. Is this third-party exclusive? 'Cause technically, it is a.
Perhaps.
This one's
you
tough.
truly have traveled back in time.
So that's
Oh wait, do we play as
Hyrule
Zelda?
Castle?
The story leading into.
That must mean this really is the past.
So, yeah, it looks like it's actually a Zelda themed title. Okay, so it looks like this is like her, what she was kind of up to during the events where Link was doing. And you get to play as the Zonai. This looks... It's basically the Shadow Generations of Tears of the Kingdom. In a way, yes. I'm also snoozing ads as long as I can, chat, just to give you guys a heads up. I do love Zelda. Ooh, it's coming this winter. Shit, we do have a new Zelda game this year.
That was
It's
Hyrule
a spin-off,
Warriors:
but
Age
it
of
still
Imprisonment.
counts.
It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games.
My queen. We do
with
love
support
Zelda.
from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the imprisoning.
I honestly do think this is my favorite version of
took place in
Zelda. And it's
Hyrule
not just
long ago.
because she's dummy thick. It's because she's
And
actually
now,
like, I really
some
like her
news
character a
about
lot.
Nintendo Switch Online.
All right, here we go, chat.
You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
Oh, good. I was scared for a
And
second.
with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
DS, GameCube,
Please take a
DS,
look at this.
GameCube. What is it? Yes! Fuck yes! GameCube is back! Let's fucking go! Give me Melee! Give me Melee Online! Give me Melee Online! Give me Double Dash! Give me fucking Soul Calibur 2!
To Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo
Give me
games
some
originally
fucking
launched in
classics!
2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch.
Okay, we got
A
Wind Waker.
Legend of Zelda
This is the
game that
closest
looks
we're
like
gonna
a
fucking
cartoon
get
come
to the
life
Wind
through
Waker
cell
HD.
Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the great sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind
This
Waker.
is so funny. Yes, Soul Calibur 2! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Soul Calibur 2! Best fight, one of the best fighting games. Let's go! Let's go! Yes!
From the Legend
Oh
of
my
Zelda
god, I
series,
can play this online! Let's fucking play this! F-Zero Z! Oh my god! They're heading with the heavy hitters, chat. They're getting us with the heavy hitters here. Let's fucking go! It's so sad playing. I'm so excited for ROMs.
Story mode. Get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally.
Oh my god. Is
or
F-Zero
online.
back? Oh, I hope to god.
Enjoy these
I know,
classic
this has
games
been the
with
most hype.
clearer image
This has
quality
been the most
and
hype
higher
moment.
resolution than the original releases.
Holy. Higher
You can
resolution.
Also check the controls for each title
Okay.
and customize them to your liking. More titles. Will
Super
be
Mario
added in the
Sunshine.
future.
Ooh, Strikers. Luigi's Mansion. Coliseum. Ooh,
Nintendo
same day.
GameCube.
No
Nintendo
Melee.
Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive
Okay, there's
game
gotta be
library
something.
coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack launches the same day as the hardware
Because the
release.
Melee is synonymous with the GameCube.
And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller.
God damn it,
will
I'm buying
also be
another
released.
fucking GameCube
It can
controller.
connect wirelessly.
Tell Scott the
and
Rod
also
Chibi
has a
Robo's
C button
back.
to quickly access
Chibi Robo is
game
back, chat.
The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
That's kind of...
Whether you're familiar with the games,
I'm
or
kind
haven't
of shocked
played
no
them before,
Melee.
we hope you're looking
I mean,
forward
Soul
to
Calibur
Nintendo
2 really
GameCube.
kind of makes up for it,
Nintendo
but...
Of course,
That-
you can continue to play
That feels
select
like a
games
weird
from the
enough.
systems shown
Where's
here
Splatoon
on
4?
Nintendo Switch 2.
I have 4 of
Okay,
these.
let's see some
because,
more games from our publishing and
Because you
development
can never...
partners.
You can never buy enough Nintendo... Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? 1, 2, 3, 4... Deltarune! Oh shit! 3 and 4 is new, baby! This was... People were predicting this at the Nintendo Direct last week, but we got it here. Oh shit, it's Silk Song is happening! Oh my god. Alright, chat. I'm just gonna let you know I snoozed the final ad I can, so I can't snooze anymore, so there's a good chance it's gonna happen in the next 10 minutes. I apologize in advance for anyone who's not subbed. Ooh, available day 1. Oh, fuck you, Randy!
Gearbox.
God damn.
Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship
I mean, makes
Borderlands
sense,
game,
but fuck you,
will
Randy.
launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back.
Yeah,
Loot
consider
and shoot
subbing to
your
the
way
channel and
through a
getting Twitch
world filled
Turbo.
with wild enemies and outrageous weapons.
Okay.
We're still
I
in
mean,
development, and it's already
makes
the
sense.
most
It makes
ambitious
sense.
Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4
But fuck
will
you,
launch
Randy.
in
That's all I got to say.
2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the
You
game in
greasy
the months
bastard.
ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's
Nice.
Civilization 7.
Let's go.
In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing
Man,
the
yeah,
upgrade.
mouse controls.
And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinks. And I'm Ben Bishop.
We're bringing
Our
a
final
sports game.
announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
And
Plus,
yeah, this makes
NBA
sense.
2K as well. We can't wait to see you in the ring. And on the court.
This makes sense.
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a ride.
This was not a game I was expecting, chat. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was predicting. Oh my god, this stream is so delayed. Oh wait.
Really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top.
Oh my fucking god. This stream sucks.
Everything. Let's set
Oh my god, it's fucking fried. Can we get some F's in the chat?
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
It's oh my god. I'm just gonna go back to the Nintendo Switch again. Nintendo Switch 2. You know, let's go to the history. Oh my god. It actually froze. It actually... Someone call Nintendo. Someone call Nintendo. Can we get some F's in the chat? You know what? Okay, we finally back. We're back. We're back. Oh my god. That just means how many people are fucking watching this shit. Reggie, help us. Reggie, help us. Oh my god. The audio is not syncing at all. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is... Oh, this is great.
Hello,
I love this.
My name is Adam Badowski from the Project Red. We
I
are
don't
delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo.
Oh my
players for the
god,
first time.
it's stuttering.
Cyberpunk
Oh my
2077
fucking
is
god.
an
No,
open
there's
world
audio.
action-adventure RPG
The audio is
set in
not
night.
syncing.
Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home. Or
Wait,
on
the
go.
audio's not off. The audio's
Get
just not
ready to meet
syncing right.
unforgettable characters and
This
discover
is
engaging
hilarious.
stories when Cyberpunk 2077
Cyberpunk's coming to Switch, and this is how we're finding out via an auto drama documentary.
こんにちは、スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイク
Oh my god, this is
インターグレードを
hilarious.
発売いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された
This is too funny.
新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。スイッチ2で展開する FF7
Final Fantasy VII, I was predicting that.
メイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Final Fantasy. Okay, finally, happily. Okay. Cyberpunk Yakuza. Okay. It just caught up. Yeah, it just caught up here. $20.25. This is your Song mention, bitch. You're not getting a release date from us. Oh my god. Wait, is Final Fantasy 9 coming to Switch as well, or is this Final Fantasy 7? Final Fantasy 7. It's a Wiggler Wednesday. You gotta love Wiggler Wednesday, chat. Also, I apologize, chat. I buffer all the ads. Ads are happening. I couldn't stop it. I apologize. Mario got a little crazy last night. Yeah, I'm sorry. He pre-gamed a little too hard. Fine, I'll buy Final Fantasy VII again. Should I just wait for the just buy Fortnite? Oh my god, Fortnite's coming same day as Switch. Who the fuck predicted that? Ridge Racer, remember that one? All right, we got one more, and it's Freaking Mario. Who the fuck predicted that? I know. Fortnite on Switch too? Fucking pipe dream. Fucking pipe dream there.
We've shown a lot of games so far.
You did.
The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
Oh god. Please be
take a
fucking Mario. But Resident Evil 9? This is looking Resident Evil. So they said developer partners.
My blood.
This is not the last game, but this is like the last publisher game.
My life. Turn.
April Fool's stream.
A wheel. and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Fuck. This symbol means something to something. I don't know what it is. Is this a new FromSoft game? I did not predict this. Are we getting a new Nintendo? Wait, this is Bloodborne 2. I'm gonna... If this is Bloodborne 2, are you fucking... If this is Bloodborne 2, Nintendo did the impossible. Is this Bloodborne 2? Dude, Maximilian Dude is freaking out right now if this is Bloodborne 2. Oh shit, is this actually Bloodborne? Like this, I never played Bloodborne, so I don't know. But I know people been fucking... Yeah, if this is Bloodborne 2, this is a fucking huge get. Sony fucked up. I always loved the monsters design from FromSoft. Sony always fucked up.
Close your eyes.
For the most part.
As befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Who would ever predict Nintendo? Fucking Nintendo giving Bloodborne. I don't know if this is Bloodborne. It's giving Bloodborne 2 vibe, but I have to give me the card. You have to give me the card. I think it is too, but I don't know shit. I'm a FromSoft newbie. Okay. Okay, it's a new IP, which is I figured, but that's still fucking cool. I mean, a new FromSoft IP is a big deal. This is the Elden Ring follow-up. And it's exclusive.
What you just saw was
fucking,
a brand new game by FromSoftware.
That's gonna get a lot of people to buy Switches.
We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details.
Dude, that's
about
insane!
The game. So please check
They
it out
got a
for details.
FromSoft exclusive.
That's all from our publishing and development partners.
Alright, publishing.
We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as
That
our
is
publishing and
insane.
development
That's a
partners
big get.
who prepared
That
footage
is
for
a
this
system
presentation.
seller. That is a system seller right there.
In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
Please take a look at it. Mario. Oh shit, Smash? No, it's a star. Kirby, it's fucking Kirby. Fuck y'all, you're getting a new Kirby game. Morning Bat. FromSoft got an exclusive Switch game. Oh my god, it is a Kirby game. Oh wait, is it Smash? It could be Smash. Kirby can fucking mean anything at this point. I mean, I would be hype as fuck if it's Kirby Forgotten Lands too. Wait, Air Ride? Are they bringing back Air Ride? Wait, is this Sakurai's new game? Is he just bringing back fucking Kirby Air Ride? Holy shit. Kirby Air Ride is fucking back. Who predicted that? Air Riders. Oh shit. Gotta fucking add the S to that. Sakurai. Yep. This is Sakurai's new game. 2025. Hell yes.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
Yeah.
Next is our last trailer for today.
Next is last trailer. Mario. 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 Oh shit. Oh shit. This is good. It's Donkey Kong! Are we getting a 3D Donkey Kong game? Are we getting a fucking 3D Donkey Kong game after all these goddamn years? Is this Donkey Kong or Mario? Oh, it's Donkey Kong! It's fucking Donkey Kong! Yes! Let's fucking go! DK is so fucking back! It's been so long! Don't know how I feel about the new design, but it's 3D! It's 3D! It's fucking 3D! He can climb anything?! Oh my god! You know what? I don't care. 3D Donkey Kong, I want it. Oh my god, this looks so fun. Open world Donkey Kong, let's fucking go. This is what the ultimate gamers want. This is what the ultimate gamers want here. My friend right now is probably like, once I send him this, he's gonna be like, it finally happened. I still don't know if I like his new design or not. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Oh my, and throwback to country, minecart. Oh my god. I want to know if there's other playable Kongs. Ooh, banana. Let's fucking go. This definitely gives like an Odyssey. This is basically Odyssey for Donkey Kong, and I'm all for it. He does look a lot more expressive, which I do like. That's why I'm like, I don't hate it. Bonanza, let's go. Oh, fuck, it's a summer game.
That was a brand
yeah,
new
that sold me.
platforming action game starring Donkey Kong.
It was an hour.
Called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls.
Oh my god, Donkey Kong is fucking back,
just
chat.
about everything as you demolish
We brought
your way
him
through
back.
massive underground
We
world.
brought him back.
More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
They haven't said the price yet.
Thank you for watching so far.
What's the price?
To recap,
Yeah, what's the
Nintendo Switch
fucking
2
price?
Launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available.
Okay, here we
at
go.
launch.
Okay.
We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that
Ooh.
includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
Digital is not my favorite. Rather have physical.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch
Just
2
drop the
website,
fucking
which goes
price.
live
Why are you
later
hiding
today.
it, bitch?
We've covered a lot of information. but
Except
that's
the
all we
price.
have to share for today.
Are you fucking serious?
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
There's no fucking wait or not.
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's kind of weird that they did not drop the price. Like, we literally got every other information outside of the price. That's so weird. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'm now very concerned about the price, the fact that they're not sharing it. to me, that screams that it might be more expensive than we think. And then, like, we have to consider, like, I'm seeing if they're, give me a second here, chat. I'm seeing if, that, let me, let me see. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be expensive as fuck. Okay, they haven't updated the site. That's so odd. There's no price point. That is so odd. That is so odd. We're not getting a price. I think I don't know if Nintendo can sell it at 600. They don't like selling consoles at a loss. But yeah, like that's what I'm afraid of. Like I think the tariffs have something to do with like them holding off on the price because they're like, oh man, yeah, just oh man, yeah, now I'm like really concerned how much, like now I'm like thinking like I honestly think 500 is now becoming a reality. Yeah, maybe they're hoping. I think a lot of like foreign countries are hoping for that here. That's why I think they're holding off on the price because they don't like with the ongoing tariff situation. Like I think they're holding off to some, and they could technically. Granted, I mean, if we don't get a price by the end of the month, I'd be very concerned. Boo MAGA, indeed. I don't think 1K. 600. I still think 500 is the most expensive they can go with it. I know, fucking F tariff. That is because you don't drop all the information except the price point unless like you're still like I don't know. 600 is very I with the tariffs I could see 600. I still don't think it's gonna break 500. I still don't think it's gonna break 500 here. Yeah, I really do think they're hoping for a repeal. Because, yeah, the fact that they didn't drop, like, a release, like, a date, that's just... Maybe with the Mario Kart bundle, I could see that. Because that's just so... Like, you don't release... all the like you don't like they gave us everything we need, like literally they gave us all the information except the fucking price point, which is so bizarre. We never had that happen, and I'm like probably because of all this shit going on. Bro, I'm banning Pimcat. Oh my god. Pour one out. It's just yeah, it's definitely it's definitely probably tariffs and stuff like that. All right. I am gonna do some more breakdowns, but I am gonna run some ads because I gotta do something real quick here. So if you guys can bear with me for about 3 to 5 minutes, if you guys give me about 3 to 5 minutes here, chat, I'm just gonna run some ads and then we're gonna do some breakdowns on some of the trailers that we just got here. I'll see y'all in a moment. See you guys in a bit. All right, sorry, chat. I had to take out the trash for my mom and stuff like that here. All right, welcome up. Yeah, hope you're all right here, Tangled. Welcome back in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry for that longer than expected break. We're gonna do some stuff here. Also, welcome back in, everybody. Welcome back in. Oh, sorry, I have like a little blackhead or pimple like near my nose, and it borrows some here. So let's see, we got trailers. It blows my mind that we don't have a price point. We literally know how much storage, what like basically we know like as much as we can about the system except the price point. That to me still boggles my mind. Obviously, it's clearly like they're hoping like the tariffs like does not go into effect, but oh man, that's so boggling of the mind to me. That's so boggling of the mind to me here. All right, let's I'm gonna move this here again. Yeah, no prices. Like honestly, that almost kills the direct for me. I'm gonna be real, chat. That almost kills the direct. Like the games they announced are great. Like I think overall it was a very, very, very solid direct. Like what I expected. But the fact that we don't know a price, we know the release date, but no price, just it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. Like it's just, and it's just like you can't help but think like the only reason why it's like that is because of everything going on. Let's see. Okay, let's see if there's trailers. Let's go with Mario Kart World first. Let's see. Yep, there's a reveal trailer. Okay. I truly hope and think because they're hoping to tear. Yeah, I think that's what they're hoping for. Granted, I mean you can only wait so long because you gave us a release date. That's the thing. You gave us a fucking release date here. You really can't wait that much more, you know? You really can't wait that much longer here. All right, let me get this going here. Bam. Bam. Okay. Let's watch some trailers, chat. Should we write some trailers? Okay, let's do some breakdowns. Let's do some breakdowns. Let's get some classic Troy breakdowns. We haven't been able to do this in a bit. Here. So this trailer is the Mario Kart reveal. I'm not surprised we're not getting... Okay, I did wonder if we were going to get... are we actually going to get a Mario Kart and a 3D Mario in the same year? And I still think that happened because they didn't say shit about holiday. They didn't say shit about the holiday season outside of the Switch 2. We don't even have a... Did they even say the release date for Metroid Prime 4? Now I'm looking back, I'm like, did they actually say it? I'm honestly not even sure. I imagine Backlash for 500 would already be strong, but 600 would be a lot. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I do see Backlash for 500, but I think they can get away for 500. I think they can get away with 500. Granted, I do think 500 is the max because that's how much the other systems are, and the Switch 2 is no way as more powerful than a PS5 or Xbox Series X. That's the thing. I think once you go past 500 USD, you're starting to now go down a territory where it's gonna be an uphill battle, even with a new Mario Kart, a new DK game, a Kirby Air Riders. There's a new FromSoft game. It's a tough sell. More than 500. No, it's not comparable enough for the same price for sure. Yeah, that's what I mean. Don't get me wrong. I do think 500 you can do because the portability of it all, and it does look like a beefy system. That being said, I mean, it's going to have an uphill battle. So I'm just very concerned. But let's look at this Mario Kart World trailer. I like the road trip music. I really like the road trip music here. Oh man. I love the art style so much to this. I love that Wonder brought in this like new era of Mario. Welcome back. Oh, nothing. We just got back from break and stuff like that here. Also, by the way, I didn't shout you out because we were during the direct, but Tater, if you guys haven't followed our good friend Tater, definitely give her some love. Give our good friend Bat some love as well. Yeah, Pimp Cat, welcome in. Tangled, stay safe out there, man. Yeah, 600. Okay, so this is the new Mario Kart. Again, love this art style. Like, no shot be the price of a Steam Deck. I think it can be the price of a Steam Deck. If it's... Because I think the Steam Deck is only a little bit more powerful than a PS4 Pro. Like, the Steam Deck's actually not like... It's an impressive piece of portable hardware, but it's not like, you know... The open world looks fun. The open world does look fun. I just love, like, look at this design, chat. Look at it. Can I show, let's see. Do I have the show cursor? Yeah, capture cursor. Look at its design. This looks so good. I love the Wonder. The Steam Deck has so much to offer. I mean, I do agree. Like, the Steam Deck does have a lot to offer. I could even debate the Switch 2 does have a lot to offer as well. But again, it's still a tough sell. It's going to be a tough sell regardless. Oh shit, why is it lagging? Sorry. It lagged hard on me here. Let me just do 1080p. Cause we don't need to do 4K.
Let's go.
Yeah, so like before we got to that, let me Damn, that look at that course. Look at that course here. And I feel like this is like one of the base courses. Like one of the regular like base courses here. Let's see. Okay. Switches for Mario, Pokemon, and Zelda specifically. Yeah, so yeah, Mario Kart is open world. Mario Kart has like kind of like an open zone type stuff, like which is kind of wild to think about. That it's open zone. They didn't confirm an adventure mode, but I feel like they did. Let's see. But yeah, this looks like a beefy game. Okay. So we have Luigi, the baby, Birdo, Shy Guy, Rosalina. There's your girls, chat. There's Daisy. Is that Dry Bones in the background? I think I do see a Dry Bones. Pauline, look at that gorgeous woman here. Oh yeah, it's definitely giving Crash Team Racing vibes. It's definitely giving CTR vibes here. Okay, no, that's Boo. Ooh, Lakitu. Show us Moo Moo. I know, that was the biggest one. I'm like, fuck. Show us the fucking cow. This looks so fun. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed in the background here, DK Path. Wait, this looks like a remake, but it's just a redesign. I think what bothers me about the DK redesign, I actually don't mind it in 3D because with the expressions, he is a lot more expressive, so that's why I don't mind it in 3D, but in 2D, it just looks fucking ugly. I do not like the 2D redesign of DK. In 3D, it makes sense, but the 2D one, I'm like, it just doesn't look right to me. It doesn't look right. It's obviously like the retro vibe, but I don't know. There's just something I feel like it's a little too overdone. It's so cute. You like the sled? Or you? Oh, the sled? Oh, yeah, I do like the sled. Oh, that's a cute touch. So the rider driving it. People love the Rosalina. I love that it blows my mind that it took 10 Mario Karts. It took 10 Mario Karts for us to finally get like a fucking 75mm course. Like, we never really had like an OG Donkey Kong representation course in Mario Kart until now. That's kind of wild to me. And it looks great. This looks very fun. God, these worlds look look how massive these fucking courts are. What are these races gonna be like? Like, holy shit, what's the online gonna be? Real Rosalina's your queen. We all know, we understand the Rosalina love in the chat. We understand the Rosalina love. Like, it's interesting. I mean, I do like Rosalina. I'm probably gonna like rock like Luigi or Waluigi. I normally do that because Funky Kong's not in this yet. I do feel Funky Kong is in it, but they're probably like saving for his redesign. What is this course? Pieces Resort. Okay, Peace Resort. Holy fuck, even Wednesday I have a 9 a.m. check-in meeting with a client. Usually it's like 10, 15. But of course today is the day we're stuck for a fucking hour and a half. Riff, can we get some Fs in the chat for Phoenix here? Can we get the Fs in the chat? Missed the whole fucking direct. Don't worry, we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down here. I'm breaking it down for you, Phoenix. This is Mario Kart World. This is the new Mario Kart. It looks... Also, I see a Nambit. Ooh, Hammer Brother. That's kind of cool. I just noticed that. Oh my god, we can race... Wait, have we been able to ever race as a Goomba? Was a Goomba ever a Mario Kart raceable character? Because I see Goomba. He's in the race. Damn, everybody and their mothers are finally going to be drivable. Even the fucking cow, which we're going to see here. Ooh, I like this jungle one with the... This feels like they're really, I think, taking inspiration from the movie. I'm starting to kind of see some movie inspiration from this. Like, this feels like the Mario Kart scene. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about? Like the Donkey Kong jungle. Like, obviously, the movie is, like, you know, inspired by the game, but I feel like they're really kind of like, they got to flex really with their art department and stuff. You know, I never actually watched that. Really? That's kind of surprising. Like, again, like, it's fine. It's just, it's more surprising because, like, it was a huge hit. Like, it made over $1 billion. Like, it was a massive hit. Like, it's one of those, like, it wasn't a fucking event movie. I like Bowser's redesign. Like, okay, we got Toad. Oh, man, look at this boy in the background. This big, chunky hammer bro. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. We're homies. Oh my god, look at this. Oh man. Look at the panty dropper of this shit. Look at the panty dropper of Waluigi here. Oh man, that is a sexy drift. That is a sexy drift if I see one here. Like, goddamn. Goddamn, look at that face too. That's a face of like, yeah, I know how to treat a partner. Because you know what? Waluigi might be bisexual. Let's all agree on that here. Oh my god. Hey Waluigi, he's gonna kill you with stealing his chopper. Oh my god. Oh, it definitely is. Baby Bowser. Oh my god, Koopa Trooper. Oh, I like the Koopa Trooper outfit there. Wait, is there like a retro one? Oh, this is interesting. Oh, Himbo for sure, 100%. Also, Kimbu, Phoenix remains still in Mario Kart. I don't know if there was ever any doubt. But look at this. We got... This is looking like classic, like, you know, classic Disney Cuphead, like 1930s, 1940s animation. Oh, fuck. If we're going to get a course like that, I'm fucking... Which kind of a fit with Prince Peach Showtime. Wait, we can... I didn't even catch that. We can fucking grind on rails? What the fuck is this? We can fucking grind on goddamn rails? When we're going to get the real Kimbu plus EGAD? Dude, when are we going to get this EGAD in general as a racer? It blows my mind that we have not had EGAD in any of like the spin-off titles as a playable character. Because was he a playable character in Mario Tennis Power Smash or the GameCube one? Because I don't even think he was. I think he was probably more... I think they got that from Disney Speedstorm. I can see that. I mean, you have to keep in mind they've been working on this for 10 fucking years. We've been waiting on Mario Kart 8. We've been playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for almost 11 years next month. Yeah, 11 years. It came out May 30th, 2014. Today is April 2nd, 2025. We've been playing Mario Kart 8 for over a decade. Like they had time to cook. They had time to cook. Oh, and Oh my god, this is something straight up from Sonic Hero. Like Sonic shit. Oh shit, the Moo Moo. Okay, before we freak out for the cow, I gotta freak out on this. Oh shit, I'm trying to find like a good pause point. So you can ride on, like, this is some Fortnite shit. I don't understand it at all. The Nintendo Switch 2 released by Nintendo has turned Japan into an isolated island. What do you mean? See Fedora. Welcome in, by the way. Kimbu in Mario Kart is his brother, his Spale heir. Oh my god. We don't know. That's interesting. Well, we don't even know a price point. We don't know a price point yet for the Switch 2, Phoenix. Like, we know literally everything except the price. It comes out June 5th. I like you get the like grind on rails. Yeah, this is some cool shit. Okay. Like, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, I'm fucking hyped for this game. It's for really? Okay, where do you see that? Where do you see that? Let's see. Okay, they finally announced it. Okay. Literally. They did not say it in the direct. They did not say it in the direct. I was like, okay, they're going to tell us, like, that's so, like, that's still very odd. You don't say it in the direct, you just do it in a press release. That's kind of odd. Okay, so 450, it launched at 450. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense here. And then the bundle makes it 500, which honestly, that's not a bad deal. Because let's face it, Mario Kart World is probably going to be $70. That is honestly a good price. That is a good price. They didn't mention launch. So they did mention launch on June 5th. I just don't recall the price, and I don't recall the pre-order. Which is pre-order, like, maybe I wasn't paying attention. I feel like I was. But everyone else in chat was like, June's my birthday month. You may actually get it for your birthday. I'm definitely going to try to get it. I might have to, like, ask for... Yeah, pre-orders from a week of today. I was predicting that. That's been the rumor, and that makes the most sense. And maybe this makes the most sense why they probably released the release date or the price point and the pre-order date with the press release, because this is probably where most people are going to get the information with. By the way, Phoenix, the stream crashed. The stream crashed. Not like our stream, the Nintendo stream fucking was, oh man, it was kind of crazy. Yeah. For multi-language version. I mean, currency's different in like other countries and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I honestly, yeah, I don't know if that Nintendo UK ransom. Well, fuck me then, Salt King. I'm sorry that us Americans have shitty internet. We fucking bastards. I'm a filthy goddamn American. Welcome in, Salt King. How you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Welcome in. And of course, if you guys haven't followed our good friend, the true Salt King, definitely give them some love. Definitely deserve all the love and support here. Oh my god. You're saltier than I was on it, so you hopped. Yeah, like it was. Yeah, we were watching the US and we were like, okay, there's no way. It wasn't direct. We're actually breaking it down. They did not mention the price in the direct, because I was like, wait, how did they not mention the price? And then they got a price in the press release. Well, once again, Sega had chose the worst time to drop a Sonic Racing game. First Crash Team Racing Nitro. So I don't necessarily I don't agree with that, because I think Crossroads is like holiday. Like I think Crossroads is now holiday. Because Mario Kart 8 comes out, it's a launch title for Switch 2. So it comes out June 5th. And if it comes out a holiday, that will give it at least some breathing room. And, like, it could also, if it even drops at a lower price, because Mario Kart, yeah, I think Mario Kart, well, it's Mario Kart World, not Mario Kart 9 slot. Also, did you see the Silk Song mentioned, Salt King? I mean, it's not really a significant one. Just confirm, yeah, we're still trying 2025. But I'm like, hey, there's our Silk Song mention. But I actually, yeah, 7 whole seconds in 2025. I know. I'm like, you know what? At least it was there. That's all I can fucking say. So yeah, okay. LCD live full at 1080p. Like, okay, yeah. So 450 USD. GameCube. That was probably one of our biggest hype moments. Soul Calibur 2. I'm so fucking ready to play Soul Calibur 2 online with you fuckers. I'm so ready. If it was actually there, it's so true. Yeah. Yeah, GameCube. Well, we're doing a breakdown here, but we got GameCube, Nintendo Switch online. The Switch 2 Direct to 120. Okay. So chat. So anyone who was in our stream, anyone who was in the stream, did they mention price in the stream? Did I just like oversight that? Because I'm like really shocked that like they just, granted, if they did just the price at the press release, this makes more sense. I'm like, if they did mention price, I can't believe I feel like I would catch that. I know the June 4th, the 5th. They did. Okay, so I wasn't fucking tripping. I wasn't tripping. Okay. Thank you, Sawking. All right, let's do this breakdown. Dude, this is so fucking insane. We get to fucking ride on rails like Sonic Heroes type shit. I am beyond excited for this new Mario Kart. Like, the more I'm watching it, the more I'm like, I just want to fucking play. My friend, keep me home. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. DK. We got a new DK game. We got a new DK game. I can't wait to break that down. Oh my fucking god. There's a lot to break down here, chat. We're reacting. We're breaking down to the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. We're just doing all our stuff here. And of course, if you guys haven't followed our good friend here, definitely give them some love. Oh my god. I know it's not 3D Mario, which, by the way, DK comes out in summer. That still means we could get a 3D Mario in the fucking holiday. Oh my god. It's Marvel, baby. I mean, to me, that's like Marvel here. But let's keep on breaking down because we're going to be here forever. Fucking let's go. The Moo Moo Metal Cow is a playable character. Let's fucking go. When I saw this, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? There you go, Ray. There you go. There's what you came to see. We came to see the fucking cow. Let's go. The cow's fucking doing tricks. This is going to be everyone's favorite new character. My baby. Is that cow driving a radio on a power line? Yes. It's Mario Kart. Don't question it. Don't question it here. He's doing tricks on it too. Oh my god. When I saw this, I'm like, there's no fucking way. They got them. Nintendo saw the fucking meme of Moo Moo Meadows and are like, you know what? These motherfuckers want the cow. LOL. Oh my god, a boombox on a power line as well. Dude, Mario Kart World looks fucking wild. It looks so wild here. This looks like a fever dream to me. Like I'm like, is this real? This looks like a fucking fever dream here. All right. Okay, Mega Mushroom is back. Hammer Bros. Bullet Bills. Oh, it looks like they're interactive. Okay, so there's costumes. Ooh, I like the Bowser one. I want to see the Bowser one real quick. Oh, that looks straight up from Strikers. ILOK may be playing as. Oh, we're playing it here. I'm going to try my best to get a Switch 2 at launch, chat. I really like the Bowser design. It reminds me of Strikers. Look at Peach. And then they showcase Peach. They showcase Peach here. Look at all these Peach's costumes, baby. Look at all these Peach's costumes. You got Racer, you got Samurai, you got Sunday. I love like they showcase Peach as the costumes because I mean, Showtime, and she's easily the most fashionable character in the series, probably outside of like maybe like what, Rosalina, Waluigi. Oh, what the fuck? My headphones turned off. Classic. I love the throwback to the NES racing game. Oh shit! Give me a second. Depending on a few factors, I might be able to get it at launch. If not, I'm gonna try my best. It's mostly because I don't start my job till April 21st. So if I'm gonna do pre-orders, I might have to ask for some favors. But also, by the way, if you guys want to contribute, I do have a Switch 2 fund. If you guys want to contribute to my Switch 2 fund, look above. If you guys want me to get a Switch 2, because you know I will fucking stream that shit. Can we grind on bigger cable rails? Maybe. Wait a second here. Wait a second here. I just noticed something. Do we race as the fucking snowman from fucking Super Mario 64? What the fuck? Is that a costume or a racer? An actual racer? That's my question, because I don't know if it's a costume or an actual racer here. Oh my god, I just noticed that. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I love him. Oh my god, I don't even know what the fuck's going on here. I don't even know what the fuck's going on, man. I feel like this whole game is a fucking fever dream. This game is a fucking fever dream, chat. We're just living in it. We're just living in this shit. Okay, look at that Waluigi. Oh, man, look at that. That's Waluigi, baby. That is Waluigi. Look at that sexy stud. Love the out. See, when I say fashionable, like, the only other characters that are as fashionable as Peach, straight up, Waluigi and Rosalina. Look at that drip. Look at that fucking drip right there. That is sexy. That is a sexy looking character right there. Yeah. Okay, the glide. God, I'm so fucking excited for this game. All right.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching.
Wait, we can play as a charging Chuck, Lackitude? Holy shit, this roster's gonna be wild. This roster's gonna be wild.
Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Oh man.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Wait, there's actually weather? Wait, what? What? This game is huger than I thought.
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
You can drive everywhere. This is like everywhere is here. Everyone is here.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses.
Morning, Christchard. How you doing here, my friend? Welcome in.
Don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next
I think 24. I think 24, Bat.
With 24
yep.
drivers in each race, the
24, that's wild.
History, the competition is gearing up.
Yeah, this is going to be a wild game.
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race
also, chat, I'm going to call this right now. I'm calling this right now, chat. I'm calling this right now. This Peach design right here, this Peach design is going to be a fucking cosplay madness. We're going to see so many Peach cosplays as this. I already am calling it. I mean, cuz look what is that? I mean, that's what is look. I mean, that is a look. I like the look. I'm not even like bashing on. I'm just calling on like also I'm probably blocking it, but I'm blocking it here, but I think so. I think so too because it's easy clausable, but it's also very fashionable. It's very fashionable. I'm blocking it here. Look in the bottom right. We got Birdo, and then we got Swimsuit Daisy. I did not know we needed this, chat. I am now scared to look up Daisy on the internet because now with that out in the existence, the sickos in the internet's gonna do their work. Because we got the sickos. Yeah, see, we got the sickos like Sloth. That's like, oh, damn, we're seeing Daisy. We're seeing Daisy. Oh, my God. What the fuck? We are so deprived. We're filthy fuckers. We're filthy fuckers. We never said we were a family-friendly stream.
Introducing Knockout Tour.
So
race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Okay, so this is like an endless runner or an endless race.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Okay, so it's okay. I like this mode. Sounds fun. Okay.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
I like the Rosalina design.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Okay, I want to know if free roam's like gonna be a single player game, like content.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
I mean, this is just the endless possibilities.
You can also
We
go
get
for
ranked
scenic
out. Yeah.
drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
I feel like there's more to this, but like just that alone is like really big. Oh my god, wait. Look at that fucking Waluigi. Holy shit, he got the do-rag. Yeah, there's your answer. There's co-op in your free, yeah, the free. Look at that Waluigi do-rag. Holy shit. Waluigi's fucking baby. Waluigi's fucking here. This is confirmed Waluigi fucks. Waluigi fucks in the universe. In the Mario universe, Waluigi fucks. Oh my god. T-Roy, peep the pizza render when it shows up. I will. I'm just like, goddamn. Do you guys not see this look? Do you guys not see this look here? Look at this crap. It's fucking Waluigi dripping on our asses. Dripping on our asses here. That's a fucking look right there. Alright. I want to see I want to see it from the front. Look at, oh my god, that is a biker Waluigi. Holy shit. I love it. I fucking love it here. This looks so fucking amazing. This looks so fucking amazing right now, chat. I love everything about this. I love everything about this here. I'm sorry. I'm just like breaking down here. Nabbit.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World.
I like that cover. This is a nice cover. This looks really fun. God damn, this game looks great. What a launch title.
On the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared.
So now the Mario Kart World will be the highest selling Switch 2 title, confirmed.
More information.
DeviantArt. Oh, DeviantArt's gonna have a field day after today. DeviantArt's gonna have a fucking a fevered a day here. All right, what should we do next? Yeah, let's do the overview trailer for anyone who misses it. For anyone who is missing it here.
The Nintendo Switch 2 system can adapt to suit your situation, however you like to play. In TV mode, use the dock to play on a bigger screen. In tabletop mode, place your system however you like using the stand.
So it's just like, you know, it's just a Switch, but better.
In handheld mode, play anywhere
Donkey
you go.
Kong.
With these three play modes, you can enjoy playing whenever and wherever you want. All together, anytime, anywhere. Let's take a look at some features of Nintendo Switch 2 and how it's improved from the Nintendo Switch system.
Yeah, tell me the improvements, chat. This is what I want to know.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that
Damn, that's a
compares to
big
Nintendo
jump.
Switch.
That's a big jump.
The system's
Screen-
thickness remains the same.
Oh shit, give me a...
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can
Sorry.
enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
So 1080p screen, that's good. What games are going to have 120 frames per second? The fact that Metroid Prime 4 is going to be 120 frames per second makes me so happy. That makes me so happy, chat. We're getting fucking... Oh, God.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
We finally got the HDR, chat.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically.
Did they confirm that old console, like old, like Switch 2 stuff would actually work on the...
Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Did, like, old Switch stuff works on Switch 2? Like, outside of games?
The SL and SR
Like, can I use my
buttons are bigger
Can I use
for
my
greater
Joy-Cons or
comfort
my
and
old Pro
control
controller?
when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally. The left and right sticks are now larger.
Mouse control.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse, opening up even more ways to play in compatible games.
I am so curious about this fucking mouse, man. Like, I am so curious. And also, like, how often am I actually going to use the mouse mode, you know?
Games using 2 mice, like this.
I still don't know how I feel about this game. It's an interesting game to...
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat.
Also, I just noticed something, chat. Let me bring up the Discord, because I forgot something. I forgot something here. I forgot to share with the chat the bingo. I have a bingo card. We had a bingo card, chat. We had a bingo card here. So we had a free space. We had a new... Okay, did we hit bingo? Did we hit bingo here? Let's see. Launch title. New Donkey Kong game. Sakurai game. Create. I'm counting the Like a Dragon, these balls across your face. We did get a third-party exclusive. Do we count the Silk Song? Because it was mentioned, but nothing really a substance. Elden Ring and launch window. I think they confirmed Metroid Prime 4 is a launch title, if I'm not mistaken. Mouse, there was a mouse game. There's technically was a reveal of a new Zelda. Shit, I don't think we got a bingo. I don't think we got a bingo. Because we got this. Because for this, we had to have 3D Mario, which we didn't get. Damn, if Legs would have became a thing, we would have got a bingo. If Legs was a real game, if we actually got fucking the sequel to ARMS, Legs, we would have got a bingo. We would have got a bingo here. But sadly, chat, I apologize, but we did not get a bingo. I did not get the job at Fruit Loops. Wait, what? Mario Kart's at $80? Wait, what? They're trying to push $80 games now? Are you fucking serious? Oh, God. Then I might get the fucking Switch bundle. Holy shit! Donkey Kong 70, would that make sense to me? Mario Kart is fucking $80? Mario Kart World is $80. Oh, they really want you to do that bundle. Cause that's the... What the actual fuck? Yeah, bundle it is, like, because it's only $50 more. It's only $50 more. Oh my God, that is so fucked up. Like, I'm torn because I know, like, budget-wise and development, you know, like, it is more expensive than ever to make games, but at the same time, it's like, no, affordability does bring you more people, and that could lead to bigger sales. So, yeah, no, I'm torn. I do think I overall agree that no game really shouldn't be more than 60. Jesus Christ, dude. But Donkey Kong 70, that makes sense. But fucking $80. Now that bundle just seems really good because the base Switch is just $444, like $450, and then just with the bundles $500, so it's an extra $50. I've never paid more than $60 for experience. No, I have definitely paid more. Like basically every newer game that I bought, it's 70 or like, you know, 60, 70. Yeah, I do think DK is probably the tone. I think they can do. I think Mario Kart's a rare exception because one, they know Mario Kart's their biggest seller. They know if they can get away with it, it's gonna be Mario Kart. All right, let me also let me put back the streamer mode. But Jesus Christ, dude. And I feel like this is like a kind of Nintendo way for them to just say, just get the digital version. Just get the digital version. Yeah, like what's their justification for this? I mean, you will save $30 if you buy the bundle instead. The standalone price can match quite a song. Cause, well, not a lot. Well, yeah, they even say it's just $80. And that's the thing. I think they know that, and they think like, if you can get away with it with one game, it's going to be fucking Mario Kart. That's insane, though. That really pisses me off. Like the fact that they're really dropping Mario Kart 8 at $80. Mario Kart World. What the fuck? Like, I'm excited for the game, but man, $80? That's a tough pill to swallow. Like that, Mario Kart World is now the most expensive game. Like, non-special edition, non-anything. Just a regular ass, you just get the game. It's literally, like, that just feels wrong. That just feels wrong here. Like, for $80, like, I expect, like, fucking, like, you support the fuck out of this game, and, like, if DLC happens, it's free. Like, that's what I expect from that shit. Yeah, no, but, I mean, yeah, they're going to sell it on DLC, but, like, but yeah, Mario Kart, like Donkey Kong Bonanza is $70. And then this gives the weird messaging like, okay, like, is Mario Kart World one thing of $80, or is this what we're gonna maybe expecting? That just feels, oh god. Oh, for the love of God, that fucking killed, like, that really killed a lot of goodwill for me, man. Like, I'm probably gonna try to get the bundle if I can. I like to collect games physically, but, like, I mean, I will literally save $30 if I just get the game digitally if I buy the bundle. That's just fucked up, dude. Oh, wait, did I not share my, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Why did no one tell me? Why did no one tell me I had like the fucking, oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I'm waking up. I'm waking up. We did get the price. So they did actually announce the price in a press release. They did announce a price on a press release here. So there's going to be two versions. There's going to be the base model, which is $450, which that's what I was expecting. I was expecting anywhere between $400 to $450. And then there's a Mario Kart World bundle that just bumps it up $50 to $500. So yeah, you get the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World for $500. So the Switch 2 base model is $450. The Switch 2 bundle with Mario Kart World is $500. Which honestly, that makes sense. That makes sense. To me, that's on the money. I mean, that's $500 with a game. Like, that's the thing. You're getting a game, and you're getting Mario Kart as the game. Like, that's a good deal. Especially now knowing that Mario Kart 8, like, Mario Kart World is $80. Like, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I was worried. I'm like, that's so weird that it's fucking not no price point in the direct. But they announced... Yeah, 400 would have been I think 400 would have been the perfect price for everyone. But again, 450 is not a breaking point. 450 I thought was like probably the most you can get away with. Like 450, 500 is pushing it. 400, 500 is pushing it. But I think 500 with a game, that's a good bundle. Especially, again, now knowing this game is $80. Yeah, like the 500 honestly now seems like a fucking steal. And I feel like that might be a reason why, because it's a bundle. They probably want you to get the bundle. They probably want you to get the bundle and not the physical, like $80 alone is a crazy thing. And it's like, I'm really pissed. And again, it's the only game. Donkey Kong's launching at 70. So like it's the only game that's 80. So that's just so we got the price point. Mario the Switch 2 is $450. The Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle is Mario Kart World is $80 standalone. Yeah. Mario Kart World is $80. So like I think the reason why but the new Donkey Kong game 70. So it just brings really mixed marketing communication to me that it's Mario Kart's 80 but every other game is 70. Yeah, the bundle you save $30. So it's I just wonder if they're doing this because I want to know if this is how they're gonna push the system. I feel like there's some way like this is just them like just get the bundle, just fucking get the bundle. Like I feel like that's the only other way that makes like any amounts of sense to me. That's so still $80 on its own is fucking, oh man, I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Uses noise
in a subtle way. Like that's a very subtle way.
So your voice will come.
Oh, the bundle's gonna get so scalped. It's gonna get so scalped.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound.
It's gonna get so scalped. Nintendo has stated that this is like the most prepared they have ever been for a launch, but even then, it's gonna get scalped like crazy. Cause fuck. By the way, if you're a scalper and you're watching this, I hope you burn in hell. I'm not even like I don't have any remorse for scalpers. I'm sorry. I understand times are tough and it's a tough like it's tough out there. But if you have to resort again, it's just like landlords type shit. Like if you got to resort to exploiting
in addition to the
like your consumer, you can go fuck yourself.
There's one on top as well.
Like you have no remorse. You can literally fucking die in a ditch.
It's handy for connecting.
Yeah, I have no for scalpers or scammers. Like same.
Or charging in tabletop.
Or I don't know, fucking like scam people that like, scam the rich, dude. Scam the fucking privileged as fuck assholes.
Nintendo Switch
yeah, there's 2 ports.
Comes with 256
Make an OnlyFans to do something
storage,
at least impact. Exactly.
8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
No, I know that's not hate. Like do actually something productive. Give someone a reason to jerk off. You know what? Instead of scalping, be someone's reason to masturbate, okay? Be someone's reason to give them a little rub them out, a little play down there, Instead of scalping and price gouging like fucking pigs, just be the reason why you give someone a good climax or orgasm today. That's your T. Roy Jenkins words of wisdom today. Welcome in, Anna Queen. How are you? I did watch it. We were doing a breakdown and just all this stuff with the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Sell bundles, spank banks, dude. If I was someone's reason to masturbate, I would send a spank bank commission here, man. I'm good. Yeah, you did mention about the new IT job, which again, congrats. I sucks I have to move, but congrats here. But yesterday was a silent day. Oh, your granddad passed. I'm so sorry, Autumn. Can we get some hugs in the chat for Autumn Queen? My grandma just recently passed, so I understand the pain. Excited for the Switch 2 Direct. I have an interview tomorrow. Working on your Dell certification. Hell yeah. I know they don't read it. They make me. I respond to scalper text like, "Well, I have an OnlyFans, and my parents would be left embarrassed to tell them what job." I mean, it's better than a scalper. Like honestly, if I was a parent with a daughter, first of all, I do not see myself ever becoming a parent. But if I ever was a parent, I had a daughter or a fucking son. And they like told me like they had like I would be more accepting of them having an OnlyFans than fucking being a scalper or a landlord. I'm not even like kidding. I'm not even kidding. You're doing more for society as like a sex worker than a goddamn fucking scalper landlord. Yeah, like I have no remorse. I'm so sorry. It's just because again, you're just literally going off a fucking like a price model that you're just exploiting people. already capitalism. We're already exploiting people enough as it is. You're really just fucking doing the worst here. But yeah, I hope things are well here, Autumn Queen. All right, man. I did not expect to get into a fucking real debate here. This is UPS. We can't deliver your packets. Like, go make an OnlyFans. Yeah.
To connect to your TV,
or I don't know, be a productive member of society, you know?
Compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Like, yeah, definitely a big reason.
The Nintendo Switch.
I'm glad there's a fan in this fucking dock.
That keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
Don't be a couch potato. I mean, yeah, nothing wrong with being a couch potato on your off time, but yeah, like, don't be like.
Switch 2, you can play Nintendo
yeah, don't
Switch
be like a
2
fucking
games,
scalper.
As well as compatible Nintendo Switch games.
No, I completely understand. I've been hearing about the Pokemon card debacle on scalpers. Like, Jesus Christ. It is literally fucking disgusting. I'm like, wow, you really did ruin this game. June 5th. When is June 5th, chat? When is June 5th? Is it a Friday? It's a it launching on a Thursday. That's interesting. Oh man. Not to get political. This might have been my most political stream, chat. This might have been my most political stream. All right, let's see here. 120 wait, what do you mean 120 pre-order? It launched on a Thursday. My birthday's on a Tuesday. Hell yeah. More like Thursday for Nintendo. It's gonna be Thursday. We're getting the money. Yeah, $450. Yeah, for the bundle. Yeah, we mentioned that here. I don't really care about the game chat. I think it's a cool feature that is finally nice that it's natively on the system. I don't know if I really see myself using it, but it's cool that it's there. It's cool that, because I don't even use like any of like the native voice chat or communication features on my like PS5 or Xbox Series S, so I don't see the difference. Yeah, the game chat's almost like Discord, but at that point I might as well just use Discord. You know, I'm at the point I'd rather just use Discord. Like, I'd rather just use Discord. The Switch 2 Edition games I'm very fascinated about.
Upgrade your adventures in Hyrule on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and
before we continue that, I do see ads are about to run, so I am going to run an ad break. Rio, I'd rather sit on my PC and use Discord on and then use my ad. Yeah, exactly. Especially because I already game, like, I game on this monitor right here. You guys can't really see it. And then, like, I use my second monitor for, like, Discord or, like, chat stuff. So I already kind of have a system where I'm like, I don't really need to use it. And to be perfectly honest, okay, we're going to do ads, but before we do ads, like, to be perfectly honest, I haven't really used like a big screen TV for like gaming outside of like events, like party functions, you know? Like when I'm like playing online or playing on my own, I always just use my monitor. I always just use it. Like, yeah, I do think it's great to have the option, yeah, because there are people who straight up they don't have PCs. They just game on their big screen. So it is a great option. And I do think it is a massive win, but. It is a massive win, but it's like, personally to me, I'm just personally not excited about it. But that's just because, like, I already kind of have other means. So, June 5th. It's coming out June 5th here. All right, but chat, I can see the issue with the C button on the Switch 2, Joy-Con being tapped by mistake. I can see that too. I can definitely see that here. But chat, I'm going to run some ads here. If you guys can give me about 3 to 5 minutes here, if you guys don't want to see ads, consider subbing to the channel or using Twitch Turbo. I get a little bit of boost if you do use Twitch Turbo, but give me about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna do a quick be right back. I'll be right back, chat. See you guys in a bit. All right, everybody. We should be back from the ads. We should be back from the ads. And the ass here. Welcome back, everybody. Ooh, nice. Take it back. Did you hear that Street Fighter 6 coming to Switch 2? We're actually getting a Street Fighter. And we're getting Street Fighter Amiibo. Oh my god, that was another, like, what the fuck moment. We're getting a fucking... We're getting fucking... We're getting a fucking Street Fighter Amiibo here. I am like... That actually low-key fucking got me. That low-key got me here. Yeah, really. Oh yeah, there's a lot of third-party support for Switch 2. Well, Switch 2, not Switch, Switch 2. I should emphasize Switch 2. Let me get back to the React screen here. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We're just we're reacting and talking about the Switch 2 Direct. So this is
Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom games will
actually. I just want. Okay, let's. Not yet. No, fuck you. Okay, let's. Okay, so yeah, this is like the first one. So we're getting Switch 2 Invention, Switch 2 Invention games, and like even like potentially an upgrade, like new modes for Switch 1 games.
Including mouse controls.
On top of that, this Friday I decided to give myself a Weekend Trade Friday. There's a store that sells their California Rose at a discount, so I'm gonna. Ooh, they sound yummy here. Good to give you a treat here. Nice to have a little treat. The world's going nuts here. You gotta treat yourself. This this looks so fucking unhinged. No, I didn't miss your first message.
First up is Mario Party mode.
I saw that, like, yeah, you're playing this game, Slice Stew, Hogwarts Legacy, and then Street Fighter on Switch, and then yeah, on top of that, you're going decide to give yourself a break.
And emotions in real time. Or 4 friends
Yeah,
can take the party online.
I don't even know what the fuck, like.
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins.
What the fuck is this mode, man? Oh man, my mini games are back.
Games using full body movement and sound.
I will play this once and never again.
Ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster with the safety bar lowered.
I will probably play more of this than the fucking Bowser Live. I will probably play more of this than Bowser Live here,
shoot
chat.
Down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
Like, this looks actually a little bit more fun, and I'm like, I can see myself just giving 5 minutes of my life to this.
There's a
I won't even play it. I always like try at least. I try to at least every mode at least once, because I'm one of those people, like, if I want to actually like give like my real thoughts about a game, like I feel like I gotta try at least everything once.
From mini games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
Here's my question: Is there gonna be a Switch, like? Did he announce the Switch 2 Edition price? Wait, what? Oh, Euro. Wait. Are you fucking kidding me? 90 physically? It's 80 digitally? Yeah, like the Switch 2 Direct here. You missed a lot. I'm gonna say just go back to the VODs at this point for a lot of. Okay, it's dropping at 80. Okay. Available June 5th. But Okay, where's this 90? Oh, is it 90 euros? Like, okay. Yeah, the system's 450 here with... Okay, okay. All right, no, it's not 9. No, it's 90 euro. Would that make sense? You know, with the euro, yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Because I'm like, there's no way. Because I'm like, you can't, like, already 80 is already a fucking tough grab. Oh, God. Okay, I was about to really fucking blow some nuts here. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate. That's just... Oh, man. That's... But they still haven't announced, like, how much is it to upgrade the Switch 2 edition? Like, is it $5? Is it $10? I'm on mute, but one of this... I appreciate you, C Silverstone. Yeah, if you guys haven't followed our good friend C Silverstone, definitely... Oh, shit. Definitely give him some love here. Yeah, no comment, no comment. No fucking comment outside of just me drinking this fucking water. That's what, so here's the thing. That's what I'm thinking, Glenn. That's what I'm thinking. In a realistic world, that's what I'm thinking. But the fact that now Mario Kart World is launching at $80 USD. That makes me wonder, like, I would not even be surprised if they even fucking do the Switch 2 edition bump that's like $15. I can do 5 or 10 on some of these games. Like those I can get behind that. But when you're getting more than 10 just for me to upgrade a game I already own, I'm like, okay, go fuck yourself. Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, it won't cost anything at all. Some grades on PS5. They did confirm they're gonna cost. I think they have confirmed it costs something.
July 24th.
Like, yeah, there's...
Nintendo Switch 2 players
yeah.
who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing...
Yeah, they confirmed that there is an upgrade pack. I don't think all games are going to be like this. I could definitely see third-party... Well... What third-party game that's on Switch that will get a Switch 2 edition? That's actually a good question. Yeah, I honestly, I could see 20 for Nintendo. I can see it. I can honestly see it. I'll just cop a Switch 2. I mean, that's the thing now, but it just, like, makes me pissed because, I got this game and I'm like... It's not even, like, DLC that's even worth $20. Goes to Europe, snuck... Yeah, I don't think that's smuggle here. Europe is more expensive. It's 90 euros. Welcome back, Tater. Pay an upgrade pack plus online. That's it. I was honestly predicting that the Nintendo Switch, they were gonna raise the price of Nintendo Switch Online, but their justification, we got GameCube, but they're like now it's like you can pay separately for Switch 2 edition, or if you pay the Nintendo Switch, you get the premium Nintendo Switch Online, you get that like bundled. So the Nintendo Switch console, the console itself is going to be the base console $450 USD. With the Mario Kart World bundle, it's $500. It looks like most games are launching at $70, except Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World is launching at $80, so it's actually cheaper to get the bundle. It's only just 2. It's only just 2. I'm pretty sure they just said 2. We're definitely gonna check it out here, but I'm pretty sure they just said just 2. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, it's a way to sell people. I mean, it is ass, but they want people to get a Switch too. Like, it's the unfortunate sign. Like, it's one of those unfortunate evils. Elden Ring on Switch, guys. Elden Ring's coming to Switch, chat. There's never been a better time to play Elden Ring. Upgrading sounds dumb, but they aren't the first to do it. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is now the standard. Nintendo's just following the standard. Also, welcome in, KK. Welcome in. Elden Ring's on Switch, chat. Let's go. Who wants to play Elden Ring on the toilet? I may hold off for Black Friday sales. I'm probably gonna get it day one. I'm gonna try to get it day one at least. If not, like within the first few months.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades
And then
2
Hades 2 is
coming to Nintendo
confirmed.
Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead.
Like, I was like, man, this is dumb. And then I realized, oh, wait, this is like The Last of Us 2. At least with...
Beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, Hades 2. Yeah, Hades 2, it looks... Here's the thing, though. Like, I think Sony's more egregious with The Last of Us than, like, Switch 2 editions. Like, Switch 2 edition actually makes a little bit more sense to me. The Last of Us remake so many times already that it just feels egregious to me. Yeah, I understand wedding. Oh yeah, also Street Fighter 6, baby. I'm probably buying Street Fighter 6 again. Let's be fucking real. I want this physically. Yeah, put the Switch 2 on it. Yeah, honestly, fucking do it. This is a better cover art than the base game. This better be the fucking cover art for Street Fighter 6 on Switch. Like, I do wish I could just have it for free, yes, but I wish, like, in a perfect world, I wish I could have it for free. I do understand the upgrade price. Granted, if it's more than $10, that's where I'm like, yeah, like, this needs to be the fucking cover art. This needs to be the cover art for Switch. Because I'm buying it physically. I don't have Street Fighter 6 physically. I want it physically. And then we got fucking amiibos. We got fucking Street Fighter amiibos, baby. We got fucking Luke. Oh my god, I want these amiibos so bad. I am not playing my fighters on Switch 1 or 2. Well, it's only going to be Switch 2. Anyway, thanks for saying I'm on the save week of this day. Yeah, I'm going to try to get it day one. Again, if you guys want to support my Switch 2 fun, it is up there. Donos. Just letting y'all know, Switch 2 fun. I will stream it. You guys know I will stream the Switch 2. I just need to know the price, and that was it was $450 USD, $500 for the bundle USD. God, I'm getting these amiibos, baby. I'm getting these amiibos. Let's fucking go. Yeah, $500 USD for the bundle. No, $450 for base Switch 2, $450 USD for Switch 2, $500 USD for Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle. But day one, I know, but you got to keep in mind, I'm also a streamer, and unfortunately, like, I kind of have to get, like, this new shit to kind of, like, differentiate. It's an unfortunate fucking hell that I live in.
Initiating arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety.
Yeah, especially Mario Kart World by itself is $80. Every other game is $70. Mario Kart World is $80. So you literally save $30 by buying the bundle. Oh yeah. Like, the bundle is probably going to be the most like, the fact that Mario Kart World is $80 fucking USD. It's literally makes no sense to get the base Switch if you're not planning to get Mario Kart. Yeah. Yeah, I flipped out when I found that out too. I was like, are you fucking for real? $80 fucking dollars. No, but here's the thing. It's the only game that's 80. The new Donkey Kong game's launching at 70. Every other game's launching at 70 except Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World is 80. To be honest, I'm in the minority. I don't like the current Mario Kart at all, so this is why I don't get... I love Mario Kart. Like, and this new Mario Kart looks to be the best ever. Well, it's 90 for you probably, because it's 80 USD. But that's, like, probably now more. Like, it's way more for you in Canada. Like, yeah. Like, that's insane. That's fucking insane.
Confirmed.
I think Wii and Double Dash was better, but Wii I do not like. I do like Double Dash.
Commencing launch. After
It's really hard. Like It's hard for me to go back to the older games after playing 8. The only ones I can really do is DS and Double Dash.
New arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Yeah, I'm so tired of 8 too. Like, just give me the new Mario Kart. So this is Deus Machina. We're getting a Switch 2 edition, which makes no fucking sense.
The Trinitas has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war.
We're in the middle of a war!
I won't just stop you.
I know, Here's the thing, $450 for the Switch 2 base honestly makes sense to me. Like, that actually makes sense. And even $500 with a bundle, that's actually a really good deal. Cause...
Hey, this is Joseph
but yeah, fucking $80 for a video game. Fuck me, dude.
The game is a story about friendship.
I don't care for the coin gathering gimmick for speed. I mean, that's always been on the that's always been a Mario Kart thing.
Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them.
Fucking A, I can pre-order it, installments, and still get it at lot. Yeah, I might have to talk to my mom and like, hey, I'll pay you back once I get paid at my new job. Because I don't get paid till May.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world.
EA is coming back to Switch, y'all. EA.
We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC.
No, it was in Super Mario Kart. I don't think it was in 64, Double Dash, and DS, but it was in Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart Super Circuit. Bro, I'll help you out. I mean, I got the Switch April 21st. April 21st. I don't start my new job till April 21st.
And seamless world transitions. You'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you
yeah, and Super Mario Kart's like Super Nintendo, and yeah.
Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts.
Yeah, I think Mario Kart 8 was the first console one that does have the coin that. Yeah, like it's. Yeah, it's only Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. This is where the real gamers are fucking. This is where the real gamers are fucking, chat. I'm playing this on Series X. I'm playing this on Game Pass. Like, I'm playing this on fucking Game Pass. But yeah, no. I mean, worst case scenario, like, I might just not get it at launch. I'll definitely get it at launch window. Like, cause I'll have. And then SpongeBob, let's go. SpongeBob level, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I want to shred in the SpongeBob level. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. But yeah, no, it's just because, like, I don't start my new job till the 21st of April, so I won't get paid till literally probably the first week of May. So...
Hello, this is Christian Elberdan.
Okay, cool.
IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2.
We'll be in touch, Glenn. We'll be in touch. That's all I'm gonna
assassin
say.
in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how
Again, like, it's cool that these games are on Switch too, because like there's probably like still a good audience that haven't played it and probably would play it on Switch. So.
Release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited.
This was the biggest fucking fuck you to me. Like, you teased 007's coming, which again, that's cool, but I'm like, God, like, this game's been in development since 2020? Like, it's been in development for years at this point, and the fact that we don't have any gameplay just makes me like, what is the status of this game?
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition.
It's well, yeah, but it's been in development since 2020. I don't think it's gonna be a GoldenEye remake. I actually don't really want a GoldenEye remake. I want because I don't know. It's because it's from the Hitman developers, and the Hitman developers are more like stealthy, kind of agent-like, and I really like that more approach of James Bond.
Presents the classic fantasy RPG.
Like, I actually kind of want a more agent-like James Bond game, if that makes sense. Yeah, this. I hate that I'm probably gonna buy this fucking game again because it's the director's cut. There's new cut scenes. I hate that I'm probably gonna get this. I played this game already. I own it, but I'm probably getting it again because physical copy on Switch, new content. I'm a fucking bitch. I'm a fucking bitch here, chat. I'm a bitch for Sega and RGG. Which by the way, we are going to start a Pirate Yakuza playthrough next week, chat, so definitely come through for that. Deltarune, baby. Free +4. I need to play Deltarune. I still need to really actually play Undertale, to be perfectly honest. I really liked what I played of Undertale, but I didn't beat it. I definitely need to give it some. I just respect the hell out of Toby Fox. You know, Toby Fox is just living the fucking dream. Hi. Fuck you, Randy. It's Borderlands 4 is coming to Switch too. If you're excited for it, cool. I just hate fucking Randy Pitchford so fucking much.
Months ahead, and there's more from.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games.
All right, this is the part of the stream that this is the part of the Switch 2 Direct that has started fucking like acting up.
In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing.
Oh yeah, there is a Switch version. Oh fuck, that's right.
We have even more news from 2K.
That I completely forgot that it did launch at Switch.
Our final announcement for today.
Civ 7. Holy shit.
2K.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of wild.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring
and on the court.
Here's my question: how long they're going to actually support the sports titles? Because they did do that at Switch, but they kind of abandoned it pretty quickly. Yeah, we.
I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll. Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2. Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style.
Yeah, that's the thing. It couldn't process sports game, but that's the thing. Like,
still working on the game. We're excited to share more with you in the future.
I want to just know how future, like, it's just one of those things. Yeah, it's like an yeah, it's a bullet hell. Is this No Man's Sky? This kind of gives me No Man's Sky, but like cutesy version. Oh, you know, Mario Kart looks... Mario Kart World does look amazing. Like, Mario Kart World looks absolutely amazing. So... Oh, this is the Devolver Digital game.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from.
And we got Cyberpunk coming.
We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark
Weird that Cyberpunk's coming to a Nintendo console. That's just.
Cyberpunk 2077 is an.
It just feels interesting.
Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters and discover.
Bro, I'm gonna file for bankruptcy after. I know, I'm already like,
comes to Nintendo Switch 2
I don't know. They didn't say anything.
こんにちは。スクエアエニックスの
No, we're just
熊口です
rewatching it, kind of discussing it. Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to Switch too.
ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。
You'll watch it tonight.
スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズ
So we're probably gonna get all the Final Fantasy VII remake games on Switch, too. Yeah, I don't think so since they're reusing different tech. I could see Nintendo's pretty good on reusing their consoles. Oh no, we did not bingo. We did not bingo. We came close. The only thing if we would have got a bingo was ARM. If we got an ARM sequel called Legs. We did not get a bingo, unfortunately. All right, I might have to end here soon here. Let's see here. Let's do it like the GameCube and Donkey Kong. We also getting a FromSoft exclusive. That blows my fucking mind. I knew they were gonna price.
Nintendo Switch Online.
It was either gonna be DS or GameCube. DS or GameCube.
Exclusive to Nintendo Switch.
It was gonna be DS or GameCube.
Nintendo GameCube.
I'm glad it is GameCube.
2001. Here are the titles.
The only reason I was hesitant because there already been remake titles.
Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda?
No, that was a big surprise. Like, I was like, that's fucking insane. Nintendo got a FromSoft exclusive. We weren't even thinking, like, did they get Bloodborne too? Like, did they just say, fuck you, Sony, we're doing Bloodborne now?
From the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray.
Sorry. I'm doing alright, you know? Come on, Rogue. I didn't see Rogue Squadron, unfortunately. F-Zero GX, like, you got the hit. Except Melee. There's no Melee. That's kind of surprising.
Races. Featuring the series first, machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero.
I can't wait to play F-Zero GX online or Soul Calibur 2 online. I'm gonna fuck with so hard.
Or online.
I'm so fucking excited.
Classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution.
Also, if you guys haven't followed for Pizza, definitely give him some love.
You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Like, this is still pretty fucking hype for me.
More titles will be added.
Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine, Fire Emblem, Pokemon Strikers, CB Robo, Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon Coliseum. It's weird that we're getting a lot of Pokemon game on this.
Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo
And it's Switch 2 Direct.
Plus expansion pack launches the same
And it's the same day, which is cool. Like, that's a win. That's a win.
And a dedicated controller.
And we got a controller. Yeah, we already know about.
Controller will also
Yeah, I'm glad it got put there, but oh man, I am so fucking hyped. We got a new 3D DK game. It finally happened. We fucking prayed to the Pelin gods and it finally fucking happened and it looks phenomenal. And also, it's July. It comes out in July. This comes out in July. That means we still don't know holiday 2025. So that means there's still a possibility that we live in a year that we get Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, and Mario. Just think about that. Just think about that for a second. So I like the new DK design for his expressions in 3D, but 2D art, it does not look good to me. I don't think Pokemon's going to be their only holiday game. Morning Tweedle, how you do? I just don't see Pokemon being their only one. It could be, but when you have that Pokemon game on Switch 1 as well, I do feel like you have to have a Switch 2 exclusive holiday title. As big as Pokemon is. I know Pokemon is very big. I could be wrong, but I do feel like there is another First party holiday title. Oh god, this looks so good. I love the throwback to OG Donkey Kong. Yeah, we're so fucking back. This is DK. We're getting a new free DK game. We're getting a new free game. Yeah, no, it's getting the Breath of the Wild treatment. So is Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 is running at 120 frames per second on Switch 2. It's running at 120 frames per second on Switch 2. Morning Anime Hero, morning Rescue Squad. And of course, if you guys haven't followed Anime Hero, definitely give him some love. But man, I'm so fucking hyped for this game. I'm so fucking hyped. I know. Oh, yeah, okay. I know, exactly. It's really weird. I mean, granted, it's 1080p, 120 frames per second, but that's still fucking wild. All right, I'll leave you guys on this because I do have to end stream. We're getting Kirby Air Riders. We're getting a Sakurai's new game is a Kirby Air Ride sequel. I'm like, for a second, I'm like, Smash Brothers? It's fucking Kirby Air Ride. It's really, I mean, it's a launch year. Every launch year for a system, well, at least for the Switch era, it's been pretty fucking big. Oh man, my friend just texted me. When I saw this, I'm like, oh fuck, Air Ride is back. I know we're getting Coliseum on the GameCube one. And this looks so good. This looks so good, chat. I'm so hyped. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna try my best to get it live. I'm gonna try my best to get it launched, but no promises just because I'm in that in-between period right now. Director Sakurai. 2025, so this actually might be their holiday title. Let's be real, this actually could do it with Kira Timeline. It really will. All right, on that note, chat, I do hate to end it here, but I do gotta go. I gotta pick up, we gotta pick up Miriam, and I also got a lot of editing to do. So we are gonna give a raid out here. First of all, please, if you guys haven't subbed to my YouTube channel, definitely sub the YouTube channel. I'm gonna upload the VOD to this. I'm also gonna give my impressions on the Nintendo Direct and everything. So I'll be working on that today. So definitely give my YouTube some love. Follow me on the socials. Join our Discord if you haven't already. That's where you guys will keep up to date on about streams, everything that's going on with content-wise and everything here. What I was gonna say here. There was something else I was going to plug. Oh, yeah, and I'm going to be on tonight. You're getting 2 streams for me. I will be on at our usual time at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to play some more Yoshi Island. Yoshi's Island. Been really loving my time with Yoshi Island. Excited to dive back more into it. We'll definitely discuss more Nintendo Switch 2 at that point here. But I deeply appreciate you. Stick by for the raid. I would deeply appreciate if you guys can stick by for the raid. We're going to raid our friend Jangles. Here. Definitely give some love here. Definitely give some love. Sorry, I'm shouting out Jangles. First raid message is for anyone that is a sub. Second raid message is for anyone that is a follower. I would deeply appreciate if you guys can copy and paste those raid messages here. I want to thank my mods. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Thank my mods. Thank you to everyone who came on through this early morning stream. I don't normally stream this early. So I do appreciate all the love and support that we've been getting here. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the love and everything. I will see you guys later on tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time with more Yoshi Island action. Keep an eye on the YouTube because I'll be dropping some stuff on the Switch 2 that end. But until then, y'all, have a great rest of your day. Give our friend Django some love. I will see you guys later on tonight. Love y'all. Peace.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try